My name's Angelo, and welcome to the live call-in show. If you don't know what this is a live show, and you can join this show with us. You can hang out with the boys, ask some questions, shoot the shit, do all of the things. The only thing you need to be able to do to join this live stream right now is A, be a premium member, and B, click on the join link. You can find the join link on the account page under premium membership, or if you're in the Discord, in the premium alerts channel. Hop on the stream, hang out with the boys. We're going to have a couple of drinks, and we're going to talk some fights. Let's hit the topic up. I see a few of you in the queue. If you are not a premium member and you want to become one, now's the time. Even though there are not fights this Saturday, we already have 15 units of bets on the board, not only for the next fight card, but the fight card after that and the fight card after that. Premium membership's only $10. You'll get everything you can need for the next month's worth of fights. Want to spend a little time? We could chat about Jon Jones basically leaking that he's retiring. Jose Aldo admitting that he's 45 years old. I did a couple of bad takes about Khamzat, whether he's good or not, and who the best fighter to never win a title is. And then obviously the safety parlay is one of the things you will unlock with premium membership. It is absolutely smacking lately. 6 of the last 7. You can unlock that at WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10 a month. And UFC 316 is 2 weeks away. That is a pay-per-view. There will be a vlog. And if you want to send something for the vlog, here's the address, P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas, 75078. Jacob, thanks for joining. I sabotaged Jacob.
Why is your mic's like cutting in and out and stuff? And
is it really?
Yeah, I don't know.
It shouldn't be. Is this better? Just turn it off. Echo cancellation and all the other crap.
Oh, it sounds better.
All those special digital tools just make it worse. I sabotaged Jacob 2 weeks in a row. Last week, I said we're starting at 8. I started at 7:30. This week, Jacob texted me, hey, we doing a call-in show tonight? I had just gotten off a plane. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning local time. And I was like, nah, I'm tired. Then on the plane, I watched the finale of White Lotus Season 3. So then I get home and I ask my wife, I'm like, did you finish? She goes, no, I'll watch it tonight. I was like, well, I've seen it. So at this point, I might as well stream. So we're streaming. Thanks for hopping on, Jacob.
I mean, I thought what you're supposed to do is just lay there and watch it with her anyway.
No, I've seen that shit already.
But it's about being with her.
No, it's about the show. And if you can't keep up with the pace that I set watching these shows, that's on you.
First of all, rest in peace, Jim Irsay.
I saw that. I guess he had a medical condition last year that they blamed on an OD. And now this time they said he died peacefully in his sleep. So maybe he did.
Why you got to try and disparage the man?
I'm just saying. I'm just read. That's what TMZ said.
It was a tough start to the night for Indianapolis. He was an icon in the city. His family brought the Colts to Indianapolis. Youngest GM in history. Did a lot for the community. Awesome guy. So the night started a little bit rough for us Indianapolis people, and then it got a whole lot better after that, because what the hell of burden is going on here today? Indianapolis is on the fucking map. I fucking told you guys that they were the real deal. They're gonna lose to the Bucks. They're gonna lose to the Cavs. Oh, the Knicks are gonna... Take all that shit and shove it right up your fucking asses. And Angelo, fuck you as well, because you're one of them. You stupid New York bitch. Fuck you. Fuck everybody from New York. We're running them out of the gym. We're going to win it in 6, and I'm going to be there hard as a fucking rock.
Who are you going to be with? Wait. Who are you going to be with your raging boner?
Yeah. Okay. I'm taking my mom.
Okay. No, that's it. Just wanted to make sure. Jacob will have a raging boner.
You can make fun of me for having a good relationship with my mom. I'm definitely a mama's boy, and
too good. You have the relationship with your mother that Pornhub actors have relationships with their mothers.
That's raging
boner.
That's what you think?
One of my favorite quotes of all time was like, I think the guy that owns Pornhub or something like that. And he said something like, while Disney will have you hate your stepmother, we take a very different approach, which is pretty funny. That's pretty
You
funny.
into incest?
I'm not the one with a boner hanging out with my mother.
I didn't make that connection, but you seem to, and then you kind of went on a little bit tangent about your ancestral, knowledge.
Also, step parents, that's not incest. It's fair game.
And you have step parents, correct? Because I do not. But can you confirm that you do in fact have step parents?
I do have step parents, yes. One of each. Correct.
What the hell?
All right, listen. Let's touch on a few things. We got some callers in the queue. You guys are gonna sit, okay? I see you, Axxy. I see you, Assface. I see you, Anvi. Let's just chill for a minute. Let's ramp up. Let's slow roll this bitch. Jacob, did you see like that behind the scenes clip of Jon Jones FaceTiming somebody, and he was like, "Nah, I'm done," basically saying, "I'm retired. I'm not fighting again."
I don't give a flying fuck about Jon Jones anymore. I honestly, I'm so fucking sick of Jon Jones, and I come from when I started watching the UFC, as Angelo knows, I never saw dominant Jon Jones. I saw him lose to Reyes. I saw him lose to fucking Thiago. I saw this. I saw that. I see him sitting out. I see him not fighting. So my opinion of Jon Jones is much different than other people's opinions of Jon Jones. But my opinion of Jon Jones is fuck Jon Jones. I don't give a fuck about Jon Jones. Just fucking get rid of this guy. Stop letting him hold the entire organization, just dangling it day by day with all these quotes. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy. He knows how to play these cards and be the bad guy and keep people interested in what's going on in his life and all that bullshit. I'm fucking sick of Jon Jones. I want him fucking gone. Get rid of him. Who gives a fuck? Let's move on. He's not even the same fighter he was. Fucking done with them.
So listen, I mostly agree with all of that. I've seen every event ever. I grew up in the Jon Jones era. I saw him win the title. I've seen every Jon Jones fight, all the highs, all the lows, all the drama. I was there for all of it. So I am a Jon Jones fan. I watched him quite literally be the best ever. But what the UFC has done, the UFC has done an amazing job not letting any fighter be bigger than the sport. It's like the NFL. Not one player is bigger than the sport. Not one team is bigger than the sport.
Travis Kelce dates Taylor Swift, so.
Well, there is the Taylor Swift effect, and that is true. And my daughters wear shirts that say "Go Taylor's boyfriend" or some stupid shit like that. So the Taylor Swift effect is a real thing. But
why would you get those?
I didn't get them. Tiffany did.
You let her spend money?
She makes money. She
yeah,
spends
but
her money.
She's your property, Angelo. If she's making money, it goes to you because you're the leader of the household.
I don't run this household. You know that. You've been here before.
What do you think about Dave Portnoy?
You know what's so funny? Tiffany mentioned that to me. She was like, Dave Portnoy lets his ex-wife in his bank account?
Like, yeah, because it's fucking a lot harder to spend fucking $500 million instead of fucking $3,000. That $3,000 goes pretty quick. It's like, yeah, go ahead and fucking good luck spending. Like she could literally buy pretty much anything she wanted, and he would look at the thing and be like, "Oh, there's a couple million."
He quite literally was like, "I won't notice. I won't notice."
Literally,
what she does with the money. Yeah. The only time, like, somebody asked him, like, "What do you do if you're gonna get remarried or she gets remarried?" He's like, "Yeah, then we'll have to look at it. But for now," and good credit to him because he was like, she's been here since the beginning. Yeah. She's been here since day one, like when we were poor. And she's never screwed me before. She's not going to screw me now. And honestly, I think it's
like my mom, day one.
She's yeah.
Literally, Angelo. She was there day one. Hour 1, minute 1. Yeah. Second 1.
There you go.
Unfortunately, you were birthed out of your dad's fucking asshole.
I got shit out. I got shitted out. Why did Tiffany say I heard you? I didn't say anything bad.
Okay. That's your story.
He mentioned Portnoy. Yeah, why the hell did she say I heard you? Fucking women, dude. But the Jon Jones thing. So I was in Cleveland for work this week. And in the Uber, the guy was talking to me about sports, and I don't know a whole shitload
Give
about
a little
sports.
synopsis on how you felt about Cleveland, first of all, because I'd love to hear it, because I fucking hate Cleveland and all things Ohio. So
I said, based off of the people on this flight right now, I imagine Cleveland is going to be a gray, depressing shithole. And then I got off the plane. I was like, that's exactly what this place is. It was gray, it was rainy, and it was not cool. And I actually was in, technically speaking, I wasn't in Cleveland. I was in, where's LeBron from? Akron. Akron. I was in Akron. I was in Akron. I was in Akron.
Where's that LeBron from? He's from Akron.
Dude, and I stayed at, like, I always stay at Marriott's because I'm a Marriott guy, whatever. And I stayed at, like, a courtyard near where I had to go, and it was, like, Jesus, dude.
I did go to a nice, I think I've told that story a bunch of times, but that strip club I went to in Cleveland, Under the Bridge. If you guys are from Cleveland, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Under the Bridge. Jesus.
It's fucking nice. Like a full, like 2 or 3 stages and fucking. Because usually I'm used to just a hole in the wall. Like you walk in and you're like, what am I doing here? But this was actually a nice place.
We got a couple of super chats. $1.99 from Expertise Auto Glass. He said, how hype were you last night, Jacob? Pacers on fire.
I appreciate the $1.99. Very hype. You know what's funny is I was texting Minty during the fights or during the game because we always talk, like we always text her, like right now we're texting for like the hockey and stuff. We always talk about bets and stuff like that. So I was texting her during the game, and there was a moment when they cut it to like 11 or something. And that's when, as a Pacers fan, like Knicks fans, they didn't know what was coming. They thought they were still like good to go, obviously. But there was a moment when they cut it to like 11 where in my mind, I'm like, is this going to happen again? Because they've already fucking done this twice, these like historic comebacks. So I literally, there was a point they cut it to 11. And I was like, oh my God, is this going to happen again? So I was texting Minty about the game. And I literally, in that moment, I was like, they're just going to lose. It's like, it's no big deal. Like, we'll get them game 2. And I started being like extremely negative. And then I even went to the point of telling her like, I turned it off. I'm not watching. I literally I typed out like probably 75 to 150 times. I said, it's literally impossible. Like they're not going to win. It's literally impossible. Just like the complete reverse jinx for like 45 minutes straight. Just so they would come back. And it was historic and I was pretty hyped.
I imagine you were. It's your favorite team. They're doing all the things. And
you got the chat on the screen now?
Yeah, they added that feature. Should I leave it or no?
Yeah, you should leave it. You should always leave it.
Yeah, they added that feature. I could probably edit it. I don't know. Let's see. That is not an element it'll let me move. No. Another super chat says from Billy. Oh my God, what is that profile picture? It says Angelo looking slim and strong like his pics. Dude, that profile picture. It was a man's ass. I am looking slim and trim. Thank you so much. Traveling Ange. What are you zooming in? Try to find that butt pic?
I can't. I don't even see it. I can't tell what it is.
It's a naked man. Look, it's a naked guy facing the other direction.
Oh,
it's his butt. Prominent talent, $5 super chat. What happened to the blow up doll? Asking for a friend. Did I give that to you, Jacob, or do I still have that?
Huh?
The blow up doll? Let me see.
I got Chipotle tonight, and I'm really upset because I always get my own bowl. The key is to get a bowl, mix it yourself, and get a tortilla on the side, and then you just make your own burrito, and you get more than like the whole bowl doesn't really fit in the burrito, so obviously you're getting more food. That's a little trick of the trade there. But today they did not give me a tortilla, so I had to eat just a bowl like I'm fucking poor as shit.
Not poor, like you're watching your carbs.
No, like I'm poor. Poor people eat burritos. Or I mean, poor people eat bowls.
Bowls. I saw some TikTok of a guy that got a bowl, put it in the burrito, then put cheese on it, put it in a pan, like sealed it with a whole layer of cheese, so crunchy cheese on the outside, and then he took the vinaigrette and he took sour cream and he mixed it all together, made a dipping sauce. It looked fucking unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I see you, Axxy, Assface, Anvi. We'll get to you in a second. Hold on. We got some topics here. The next one is Jose Aldo said in an interview, I'm going to be 50 in 5 years. And I've been on this channel for years, saying he is old. He's much older than his listed age because he's from the favelas. There was no paperwork. And when he applied for government paperwork, he didn't have a birth certificate. So like, how old are you? And he literally lied down. He lied about his age. He lied about being younger than he is. So I was not surprised when he basically told the world he was 45. I am surprised if we look back at his performances, what the hell that guy is able to do at 45. He arguably won his last 2 fights at 45 years old, which is insane. And if he didn't cut to 135 and death gas in his last fight, he might have finished that dude. So it's actually crazy what he was able to do at 45 years old. I'm not surprised that he is old and lying about his age because I was told that years ago by one of his friends. But I am surprised at how great he looks. And those are those topics. You ready to take some calls? Axxy, you better get your face back on that camera. I'm skipping over you. Oh, he's moving, shuffling. All right, here we go. Axxy, welcome to the show. How you doing? Can't hear you, motherfucker. You're muted.
I said, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing, bro? What's
We're
up?
good. How are you?
Good, man. Just tuning in, watching the stream right now.
What's going on?
Not much, man. How you guys doing? How you doing?
We're good. Jacob's pumped about the Pacers. I'm just excited to be home.
Kind of sad this week that there's no bets, man.
There's bets. There's just no fights to watch. Actually, Bet Sam did put up a road to the UFC bets, but I don't watch that trash. So
I didn't watch that either.
You have a parlay for what, Jacob?
The Florida Panthers and the Timberwolves plus 7.5 to win $400.
Oh,
let's check on
fancy.
that game.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What else you got? You called us.
Man, I just wanted to tune in. Hell, it's my first time ever calling, but sure. You guys gonna have a vlog for the next UFC? The fight night?
All the pay-per-views. Not a
All the
fight night.
pay-per-view?
Only the pay-per-views. Yeah, we do it just for the pay-per-views. And I was supposed to go. We're doing something weird for UFC 317. I was supposed to actually go to International Fight Week, watch the fights, vlog the whole thing like Jacob and I did last year. Then the tickets were way too expensive. Some other personal things going on. So we're still going to go to Vegas, but only for Thursday, Friday. And then we're going to fly back home Saturday and watch UFC 317 at home. So that'll be a weird hybrid vlog of part Vegas, part at the house.
Hell yeah, shit. I'm gonna tune in for that one too. Hell yeah.
316 is 316 is the Newark card. So maybe I'll make some Jersey food or something. I don't know.
Shit, I just want to say what's up, guys, and I love y'all watching it. I love tuning in and watching on stream, man, and all the bets and shit. I'd be watching it all, man. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate it. You got any questions or last words?
Hell no, man. I just love watching y'all, and I appreciate y'all having me in the stream, man.
Nah, well, we appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. If you think of something, call back. We'll put you back on.
Hell yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, have a good one, man.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye. All right, Assface, you're up. And if you mention I didn't put that shit on Spotify, you're gone. Assface, how you doing?
What's going on? You guys caught me mid NHL game, but I can multitask. First of all, Jacob, I almost started crying about Jim Irsay, even though there's some problems that he's caused in the organization over Andrew Luck.
Are you an Indianapolis Colts fan?
Oh yeah, Colts fan from New Jersey.
Dude, you break every imaginable. You live in Jersey. You're a Colts fan.
Yep.
You're wearing a Bellator hoodie. You're watching hockey.
Playing hockey, but your Florida Panthers money line is definitely gonna hit, Jacob.
They were up 3-0. Is that still 3-0?
Yep.
I saw that. And the Timberwolves are winning, so looks like I'm gonna be winning $400.
So, like, you got to start putting those bets in premium. I would tail them, well, even though I know hockey. I was definitely on the Panthers, but like basketball, I'm not really. I wouldn't have tailed the Pacers pick though. That's crazy. That's probably looking really good. Like, that's honestly crazy.
Yeah. Do you
crazy.
place that bet every year, Jacob? And this year's just super close to getting it, or this year you
No,
decided to do it?
This year I knew how good we were.
No.
I mean, because you got Siakam. I mean, that's about it. You know. Like other than that, like him being a real big addition. Halliburton's good, but like if you don't have a Siakam and Turner there, like what else is he doing? Oh,
That's
you
true.
tripped me. But how do you feel about the Colts? Like his daughters are taking over now, apparently. So
Yeah,
I
they've
don't
been.
really.
I think they've been pretty much running stuff for probably a couple years because he's been kind of going down the drain for a couple years. So I think they'll be fine.
Oh, so it's their fault we got AR.
Could be. I like AR. I still like AR. I'm not giving up on him.
Really? I don't.
Nah, hell no.
I mean, that whole Cam Newton reincarnated thing is off the window now to me.
Reincarnated.
He's got glasses now. He can see. It's very
Oh,
important.
Jesus, this is one of those. Oh no,
Más importante.
another Jameis Winston. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, no bets. I was gonna do some road to UFC, but like I'm like this is gonna be really
No,
risky.
you
and,
can't
like,
watch that bullshit.
Yeah, it's like I don't. Why I put
Those
money on
fights were
something?
insane. I saw
Yeah.
the highlights. Holy shit.
They definitely were, but like I couldn't choose a side. The first fight, I was looking towards the favorite. I think the dog won. If I
Was that
remember
the
correctly.
Indian guy?
No,
Indian
I
guy
just
got
saw.
smoked.
I just saw
Nakamura.
things like this is the #1 prospect and just knocked
Oh.
out immediately.
Yeah. Oh, I made him quit. All right, so I'm good now. Yeah.
You were playing hockey? Oh, a video game.
Yeah, I was playing a video game. Yeah.
Oh my god! All right, Jesus Christ.
And why don't hate on the Bellator shirt? As soon as I saw the
I
thing
don't
that
hate
they,
on it.
as soon as I saw that they were going out of business, I went to the website. I'm like, oh, it was half off. Normally
Yeah,
$60, got it for 30. I was like, oh yeah, let me get that.
I
And-
regret, because when I managed fighters for a while, and I was in Connecticut, and Bellator would go to Connecticut 4 or 5 times a year.
Mohegan Sun, right?
Mohegan
Yep,
Sun's
yep.
a great arena for them because all the Connecticut fighters could sell tickets like crazy. Like it was just a great arena for them.
But
And,
They ain't
Connecticut,
fucking
though.
nothing else to do.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say that. The Whalers left. Like, what are they doing up there?
Anyway, we would get like Bellator, I would corner half the people. We'd get like Bellator buckets and towels and squirt bottles. And I had a whole bunch of that stuff and I kept it for a while. And I was like, what am I going to do with this shit? And then it's like, oh man, I should have kept all of that. Now it's like ancient nostalgia swag.
Connecticut swag.
Bellator swag.
I mean, yeah, okay.
And you
well,
say
yeah.
Connecticut swag, I literally see people wearing Hartford Whaler hats in Dallas.
Well, I mean, that's because Carolina is now accepting them as their one of their alternate jerseys. So, and
Wait, the Whalers?
yeah, the Carolina Hurricanes, their alternate is the Whalers throwback. At least at least from what I remember.
I've never seen an alternate be a completely different team name.
Well, I mean, that's what. Well, it's Carolina. Yeah, I don't know why, but I think
Is that what happened to the Whalers? Did they move to Carolina and change their name, or did they just get disbanded and shut down?
Carolina is like a relatively new team, so it's just I'm trying to figure out because the Whalers left in the early '90s,
Yeah.
and I forgot where they became after that. And then the Hurricanes like early 2000s, I think 2003.
They only existed for 25 years. Let's see what happened to them. They started in Boston. Blah blah blah. Okay, you guys-
Caruso.
yeah.
That's Sam. Oh, I see that. So with the hands, oh my god, I'm more of a kicker, but like I'm starting to realize that there's not really a lot of head kicks in. I'm seeing in the UFC like nowadays. I need that Leon Edwards on people, like what Wonder Boy was doing to people, but like everybody's just getting knocked out with the hands or maybe knees. But I like nice head kicks. You don't see it much anymore. Or that are putting people out.
All right. The Whalers left in 1996 after making the playoffs a few years earlier. They beat the Lightning in their last game.
Wait,
The Whalers went to North Carolina.
yeah, but oh wow, so the Carolina's older than I thought.
They are the Whalers. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It started in 97.
Okay.
So that explains the throwback jersey. That's like who are the Expos? The Nationals are the Expos?
Oh, Expos is way before my time. But I
Jacob, do
remember
you
the
know?
name.
Are the Washington Nationals? They were the Montreal Expos. I have no
Oh, okay.
idea.
Baseball. Yeah.
Yeah. No way.
Montreal. Oh my God.
Quebec, Canada.
That's where TriStar is, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know how to speak French, so it's like I wonder if I can navigate up there.
Okay. What the fuck is that? You're just thinking out loud at this point?
Yeah, because I want to meet GSP, and I know he's still in the gym.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are you intoxicated?
I could be. I got a Red Bull right here, so I could go upstairs and get some vodka. Don't know. Are you guys drinking?
I am. You know.
Oh wow, Angelo's an alcoholic. So that's what's behind the camera all the time?
Okay. What do you mean? Behind the camera's a wall.
I mean, you know what I mean. Is that what's, not shown? Is
No,
you got
this is. I traveled this week. I've been up since 3:30. I'm tired. The wife is watching the finale of White Lotus, which I've already seen. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's stream. And I was like, might as well just have some drinks while I stream. So when I'm done, I can pass out and then regret it in the morning.
Okay, yeah. So I have realized that you start slurring your words like,
What
as
the fuck, dude? First of all, I don't drink on normal streams. The only times I'll ever even consider drinking are on these call-in shows or sometimes on a Saturday recap if I was having a good time before. That's it.
Oh, so you have to have alcohol in you to talk to the fans?
I do the Tuesday show not drinking.
Okay. I believe you. I'm just saying. That's just that offends me because like, I don't get sober and everybody else does.
This is the best version of myself.
Actually, no, I think the best version is when you're at the grill. I think once you guys hit enough money, you should just invite everybody over to the house, Angelo. We'll bring food too. You just gonna have to be slaving over the grill.
I'm just the grill master, just
Yep.
sitting there with an apron, just asking people how they want their hamburgers.
Medium rare.
Yeah, I just make it all the exact same.
That's
Everybody's getting whatever the hell it comes. Jacob made fun of me like that with the steaks last week because my wife wanted well done. I took all the steaks off at the exact same time. I cut hers open and it was well done. And I was like, "Don't worry, guys, these other ones are good." And then Jacob's like, "They all came off at the exact same fucking time." That's not how that works.
Wait, Jacob, how do you like your steak?
At a nice place, I get medium rare, but if it's a regular place, I get medium.
Medium.
Medium rare, if you get medium rare at a real steakhouse, that actually is too underdone for me. Like a real steakhouse will give you that shit borderline cold.
I find it the other way around. That's why I get medium at hobby jobby places because they don't know how to cook a steak. I'd rather err on the side of a little bit more done than rare. And nice places, they know how to do it, and I like a good medium rare.
Yeah, I get nervous.
I think that you probably just don't go to nice enough places.
I'm not a big fancy food guy.
Me neither.
I mean, steak's not really all that fancy.
Well, you can get some fucking fancy steaks.
You can get it.
Oh well, yeah. Wagyu. I should try Wagyu, but like $200.
So here on our,
it's
on
fucking worth it. That shit just fucking melts.
I've never had A5 Wagyu ever. That's the butter one that just straight up melts. I've never had it. And on our anniversary, we went to some super fancy fucking place, and right in the middle of the menu was like a $200 A5 Wagyu ribeye, and this place is like a Michelin star restaurant. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
So what would that be? Would that be like 8 ounces for that price?
I forget the size. So I order it. They bring it out. I'm so excited. I take a bite, and I was like, this is like kind of fucking chewy. I was wildly disappointed. I look at the bill. They just gave me the regular ribeye.
No way.
Like, all right, that wasn't the. Well, I didn't pay the. The bill was like that was.
Get that shit out of there, Shay.
Not. You had A5, Jacob, the big boy Japanese Wagyu.
Oh, it was the real deal. They cooked. You cook on a rock in front of you.
Yeah. You don't put it on a grill. because it's like
It
all
literally is
fat.
just
It'll
like
melt away.
It literally is like just like 10 seconds on each side.
Yeah.
Like, I think I have a video of it. Just and then
Oh,
you
you're
put
one
it
of
in,
those people?
and it just like dissolves in your mouth.
When you do the A5 Wagyu, they do it on flat tops. They don't put it on real grills because it's quite literally like all
Yeah,
fat.
but, yeah, fat.
It'll just melt away.
That's the whatever, but that's the Wagyu. Just
Yeah,
on the
little
hot
strips
on the
of it.
hot stone.
Oh, wait, hold on. You definitely out with a woman. Why didn't you get her in this shot? You got to be out with a woman there.
It looks like spam.
The game. It looks like spam.
Oh, I know that's how they give it to you, those Korean places. This fucking guy. That's a Korean. These people are like, that's a 2-ounce steak. That's Korean barbecue, right? That's where you went. One of those
You
places.
stupid assholes. You don't have just that. There's like a plate of it that you fucking put on. You cook as you go. You don't just get one bite of each.
$200
Have
for
you guys
chewy fat
ever
is
been
a good
outside
deal.
in your life? Jesus.
Damn.
Stupid fucks.
But I mean, I guess Jacob loved it. And they gave him a little sheet of meat and, $200.
Jacob is like discovering foods later in life because he had a pretty limited menu. And now he's like trying things. He's like, you know what's good, Angelo? And it's like just shit other people have had. He hadn't had it yet.
I mean, Indiana versus Texas, that's definitely a difference.
So you
there.
count it down and then you flip it over.
Yeah.
That probably wasn't quite. Yeah, I guess it was. And then you count it down and then you're good to go.
That
You
was in
just cook
Frisco?
as you go. That was in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a place by you, a Korean barbecue place that we went to, and I don't remember having the Wagyu on the menu.
Shit.
Fucking Vegas, man. That dinner was.
What is that place? Because Tiff's looking for fancy restaurants in Vegas. What was that place? Do you remember the name?
Honestly, that was a rough night for me.
What about
Yeah,
STK?
They gave us free shots, and then
You were thrown up all night, right?
no, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought maybe you just had stomach issues.
I don't have stomach issues.
What the fuck? You've said it on stream.
What?
He has diarrhea?
No, not diarrhea. I thought literally. I thought you quite literally had stomach pains or were throwing up.
You haven't had a solid stool in 12 years. What are you talking about? Every time I come over, there's little poop splatters all over every toilet I go to.
You know how I know that's not true? Because before any human being steps foot in our house, Tiffany was like, "Go scrub the toilets."
I've seen the poop splatters.
Never.
I have.
Well, then
Explosive
it happened-
diarrhea. That's
Then
what
it
that sounds
happened
like.
while you were there, because I promise you that shit gets scrubbed beforehand. You said you had a rough night. I thought that's what you were
Angela,
saying.
you take 9 shits a day.
Not 9. Okay, ass face. Jacob said we did this a while ago. We had the debate 365 days in a year. How many times do you think you shit in a year?
No, just do a month.
A month. That's what we did. A month. 30 days in a month. How many times you shit in a month?
I think I don't even think I shit today yet. It's what time is it here? It's 9:30 at night. I think I shit.
The question was how many times in a month?
So I would say about once a day is should be average, right? Yeah.
I said like 40, 45 because there's gonna be a few days where you take a morning shit and then an afternoon or random upset stomach, whatever. Angelo said like 90 times in a month.
No, I didn't say 90.
90?
It was a high number. There's 30.
You
days
average
in a
more
month.
than 2 a day, is what you said. Almost 3 a day.
Because like Sundays are usually rough because of all the food I ate on Saturdays. So like in the morning, you take one single shit in the morning. I will wake up.
No, I don't take it in the morning. I take it right before the gym. I take my pre-workout. I get it out.
You don't
and then
shit
I go.
in the morning. You shit in the afternoon.
I don't need to shit in the morning. I wake up. I pee. I start my day.
I can't not shit in the morning.
Yeah, because you just fucking. I have
You're
a little
backed
burrito
up.
bowl. I have a little burrito bowl, and then maybe a little Kit Kat, and then I'm going to bed. Angelo, you're eating from 6 to 12. We're talking thick ass cheese, carbohydrates. You're peeling. Sometimes Angelo buys fatty steaks, peels the fat off the night before and enjoys that. Just eats the fat and then cooks the steaks the next day. This guy is made of potatoes.
First of
So
all,
yeah, a
potatoes-
person like you is gonna wake up and be like, "Holy fuck, I gotta relieve
Listen,
some pressure here. I'm about to
it's
fucking blow.
insane.
Somebody like me, I'm good to go.
Eating the
It's-
fat off the meat that's crazy.
It's insane to not poop in the morning. That's insane. That's insane.
No, you just fucking start your day. I gotta get moving around and get it out of me.
But that if you wake up to shit, then that means you were eating.
I don't. No. I don't wake up to shit. I wake up.
Oh, bullshit.
Then I shit. I make a coffee, and then I'll take another shit.
That's the coffee. That's what that is. The
Yeah,
second one's
correct.
from the yeah.
The second one's the coffee. The first one is just life.
No,
has
you
a
ate
pink
before you went to
dick?
bed.
Jacob has a pink dick,
What?
like a baby. Oops.
Okay.
You
Like
were
a baby.
very ancestral to start this stream, and now you're talking about baby dicks.
What does a pink dick mean then?
That's the salamander, right? That's where he gets the name from.
That is it. Little Sal. Hey,
Oh,
Sally.
Jacob, you need a wife. Damn, bro. These comments are crazy.
I guarantee this.
I'm
dude
just
does
watching
not have a
basketball. I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck people's problem is. I'm just sitting here watching the game.
But you guys got other callers, right? I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna keep watching the stream now.
All right, yeah. Thanks for calling with absolutely
What's
nothing
ant
to say
stats
whatsoever.
right
What do you mean? I love you guys. I can just come on here to shoot the shit.
No,
That's what I pay for.
That's what these Thursday shows are all about. We appreciate it. Thanks for having
Yes,
us.
sir. See you guys.
All right, see ya. Anvi, I see you there, but your camera's not on, so go fuck yourself. Then we have Crayons and then Bet Sam. Ooh, Anvi turned that shit on real quick.
Ant's already taken 14 fucking shots. Jesus Christ.
Oh, this fucking guy just walking around again. But now at
14
least he has
points on
stable
14
internet.
shots. The Allen Iverson stat line.
Do yourself a favor. Hold the camera up. You ever watch a woman take a selfie? Do that.
Is my
He doesn't know-
Wi-Fi better?
Yeah. The Wi-Fi is better. But like, why am I looking at your chin? Hold that camera up.
Yeah,
There we go.
Your shoulder gets tired.
Charles Oliveira.
That's Charles' shirt.
Nah, this is from Full Violence. They always do like the dope fighter merch. They're about to do
Oh,
one
but
with
that
Hamza.
is Charles Oliveira merch. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow, Crazy Kev just did a seminar with him.
From the favelas.
No. What did he say? I'm hosting a seminar.
No, he
How
just
did
said I will be.
Not at. He words it very
know.
suspiciously. How is it?
He says I will be doing a seminar. That's what he says.
Doing,
I will
yeah,
be doing
doing.
a seminar with.
With Charles.
Yeah.
The way the internet like taunts this man
It's slick.
is hilarious.
It's slick. He's slick.
Bro,
with it.
they hate him.
It's self-induced.
He's
Yeah.
slick with it. Guy's
But
a
I
weirdo,
do
but-
I see it because he's kind of corny, but
The guy's
I
a
do-
fucking weirdo, but I respect the hustle because I mean
He's
he
working
fucking
his
just
ass off.
nonstop. Yeah.
exactly.
He is a weirdo, though.
Like I remember when Renato Moicano was supposed to fight BSD, and he was the first one to leak it, and then even his podcast was like, no, this is fake, blah blah blah, and then the news comes out, the arena comes out, everything comes out that who Moicano was supposed to fight, and he just went on this whole parade like, I fucking told you,
Yeah.
I told you, I wasn't.
It's a weird space because it's not really news. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you announced the fight before somebody else did, but 2 days later it's coming out anyway. Like, it's not like old school like breaking news or I broke a story and the story you broke like required investigation.
But I think he literally does do that. He just
Yeah, he
hounds
leaks-
people
he,
down.
like,
yeah,
leaks
he
it.
hounds people down and now he's got sources and stuff. So I think
He's
that's
like
what he
a-
does.
He's
I mean,
like
he
a
works hard.
smaller Ariel Hawani.
Yeah, I
like,
mean he works hard. He
height
you know he
wise.
works hard. He's just fucking weird as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I you guys know me, I can't not control my mouth sometimes. And in the beginning of a Bet video, it was actually the week Marvin Vittori was fighting, and Bet Sam, who's waiting in the queue here, went on and on.
Bring him
Oh,
on. Bring him on. I'll fuck with Best Sam.
Hold on.
No, don't do that.
I can't get rid of him. But he mentioned Marvin's shoulder, and I was like, I've heard this from a notable source, not some. And then I like made some jokes about that kid, and
He
I
blocked your
mentioned.
ass.
I think
He didn't block
Angelo's a
me.
little jealous hater.
I'm not a jealous hater. I just don't like authentic.
I think Angelo is there's Beyonce. I think Angelo's jealous of him.
No, I'm just not a huge fan. You know,
He would fuck you up too.
He's 5'1".
He would fuck you up. I've seen those fucking tornadoes.
He's some
literally
karate kick from
you try to shoot a takedown on this guy.
Didn't he lie about his height?
I could hold his head like this. Like
Didn't
just,
Crazy Kev lie about his height? Like he swore
he would turn you into one of those. You know how people are doing the back kicks with the cap on top of the bottles and the
yeah.
He would do that to your fucking head. Okay, Crazy Kev don't miss.
You know what was so anyway, I made a comment like a year ago he was like half canceled on Twitter because some girl accused him of he didn't do like not accused him of like just of saying
just being
shit.
A weirdo. Okay?
Yeah, saying
it's
weird
very
shit.
clear he's a fucking weird dude.
Yeah.
But he's like kind of leaning into it now, so it's like okay.
Yeah. So she accused him of saying weird shit, and I made that comment in the video, and then I get a DM and like I got a Twitter DM in like 6 minutes of that video being posted. Hey, dude, you got to get that down. I'm like, dude, it's all in good fun. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, you did say those things. He's like, you don't know me, whatever. I'm like, you're right. I genuinely don't. I probably shouldn't have said it.
He DM'd you?
Yes. And so then he was like, you don't know me,
he
bro.
pressed Angelo and Angelo folded. Holy shit.
Where I felt bad.
Pressed his ass.
I did feel bad, and I wasn't
Angelo
even
got
home.
pressed.
No, where I felt bad was like, he was like, dude, you don't know the circumstances. She's crazy. She's making it up, whatever. And then I was like, but so I pushed back at first.
There's
I'm like,
two sides to every story, and then there's the truth.
And then I pushed. I'm like, you quite literally said those things though. Like you said them. There's screenshots. He's like, you don't understand. Like she. So I was like, all right. Like I was like, you're right. So then I did feel bad. I'm like, the kid's right because like I don't know, and if this was reversed and I, whatever. So I took that part out. But he was sending. He stopped when I pushed back. He stopped typing messages and started doing voice messages. Because can't and I would never screenshot. I'm not a screenshot.
And Angelo,
no. That's what I was gonna say, dude. For a tiny little manlet, he's got a fucking man voice.
Sounds like Pop Smoke.
No, it's like a manly
has
voice.
No idea.
You don't know who the fuck Pop Smoke is.
No, but I can make an assumption.
Look up Pop Smoke. Look at he has the craziest voice, and he was like 20. With just this deep fucking voice. It was insane.
It's a great voice. It's a shame.
Listen to Pop Smoke, I'm telling you.
Here we go. Hold on.
Pop Smoke.
Didn't you do that for one of the lock of the weeks?
That was DDP lock of the week.
Yeah.
Fucking Pop Smoke.
That is
Pop Smoke, man. I'm telling you, he was 20. He was like 19, 20 when he blew up, and then he died at like 20.
Oh.
Yeah, he's dead as shit.
Yeah, he got killed during the pandemic.
Wait, he died from COVID?
No, he was shot.
Then why the hell did you mention the pandemic?
That's like a timestamp. Like, 5 years ago.
That's just a wild, of course, if you say he died during the pandemic, he got shot.
Yeah, it was a home invasion. He was in the shower, they ran in his house, killed him only, and then everybody else in his house was just put to the ground and they stole whatever. It was a whole situation. And then one of the guys that did it, he got out because he was a juvenile at the time in LA. There's juvenile life, so you get out at 21 or something like that, 21, 25. And then he got out and did a no jumper interview and hasn't done shit ever since. So.
Wait, all right. So while you're giving me rap history, explain this whole that guy shot somebody and went to jail for it, but she shot him.
Oh, Tory and Megan. Okay. I love this topic. All right. So Tory Lanez.
Explain it explain it in 40 seconds.
So there's this female rapper.
Tory Lanez is the fucking GOAT, first of all.
Exactly.
Who is he? I know he went to jail for killing somebody.
He's a rapper singer from Toronto. Yeah. So she was Megan Thee Stallion was blowing up, in like 2018 to 2020. Like she was really coming up, and then Tory has been around since like around like 2012, 2014. But he was finally starting to like bubble and rise amongst the mainstream artists. So he was getting invited to these industry parties. They were at Kylie Jenner's house at this pool party. He was with Megan. They were on live, like hugging each other. Like everybody was like, "Oh, they're together." That same night, there was a shooting that happened, and everybody thought like, "Oh, somebody tried to do something to Megan," and Tory defended her. Turns out that they had gone into a verbal argument because Tory had been hooking up with Megan and Megan's best friend. So then they get into this argument, and at the time, Megan was dealing with like a lot of alcoholism. So I guess she started like assaulting him, and Tori's like crazy Kev height, like he's a small little man, and Megan is like, she's like 5'9", like that's why they call her the Stallion. You know, she really built. So
Oh, that's
imagine,
why they called it that. All right.
yeah, it's like
Oh,
Look how
Megan Thee
much I'm
Stallion
learning.
is fucking. You never seen Megan Thee Stallion?
that's
I've
a
seen
Stallion.
her. I didn't know she was huge. I didn't
God
know like
damn, she fucking.
So it's like Manon Farrow slapping the shit out of Crazy Kev. Like, you get what I'm saying? So they had got into it. They pulled over. She walked out. Her back is turned, but yet she says that Tori shot her. So she says like, "Hey, I turned my back, and I know it was this guy that shot me." But what I'm hearing, there's a lot
Wait,
of
Megan the
conflict.
Stallion got shot?
Yes.
I
Tori
thought
shot.
somebody was
Tori allegedly
murdered.
shot Megan. No.
No, I
If
thought
you
Tory
see the-
went to jail for murdering somebody, and they're saying Megan did the shooting.
No, he
No.
shot Megan.
Yeah.
Oh.
But there's news coming out
Yeah, he
that
was
it
gonna get out
actually the best
eventually.
friend Kelsey that shot Megan, because how can you tell who shot you when your back is turned to them?
Oh, so Tory went to jail for it, but
Yeah.
he didn't actually shoot her.
It seems like now that people are starting to come
Oh.
forward and be like, "That's not what," and then people are saying like,
Yeah,
"I took the falls."
because Tory recently got stabbed in jail. He got stabbed like
He died?
It
7
was like
times.
17 times.
No.
No,
He
Angelo.
didn't die?
No.
Dude,
So-
what am I hearing?
So look, he got stabbed, right? Megan did this whole thing. She said, "Oh, I never had sexual relationships with Tory. Tory shot me. Blah blah blah."
I'm not sure that they could even do it.
He's too short.
Yeah, physically, it just. I don't think. She's just fucking. I don't know.
That's crazy.
There's not. I don't
How he
think.
does
There's
it.
not a lot of people that can get in there. I don't think. I don't think I could.
He'd be swimming around.
I'll try.
But so yeah, so there was this whole debacle of like, they did a DNA test on the gun. There was no gun residue or gunpowder residue on Tory, so it's like, how could he shoot you? There's no.
So how did he get
Residue.
convicted?
Basically, he didn't get charged for shooting at her. He got charged for firing a firearm recklessly because he shot it in the neighborhood and like in the air.
But without,
what I think
he
happened
did
was-
do that part.
Yeah. So what I think happened was he probably took the gun from Kelsey and just like, I don't know why they were drunk, but he
So
probably
why
shot
wasn't there
all
gun
the
residue
bullets.
on his hand if he did that part?
I don't know. I genuinely.
Well, you're my news.
This is
catcher
what
up.
I'm saying. This is why it's so conflicting, because it's like, if there's no residue on his hand, how can he shoot you? How can he go do this? How can he do that? So there was a lot of people who weren't stepping up to testify. Like, one of the red flags was the best friend stepped up to testify, but she wanted
Wait,
immunity.
sorry, this comment's funny. Anvi explaining street culture to this grandfather.
Literally.
He's not explaining the culture.
He's not gonna snitch, that's the
It's
thing.
a very
Tory-
specific story that I asked for an update on because I've just seen headlines.
Yes, so Tory, because he's from the streets and he believes in the street code, he doesn't want to say, "It wasn't me, it was her." Like, he's not gonna do that. So
He's not Angelo. He's not a cop.
Angelo's
cop.
a fucking fan. Yes, he is.
Snitch.
I'm not a cop, dude.
Yeah, all right, officer. Anyways, so Tory gets stabbed up. Kelsey's bodyguard finally decides, you know what, I'm gonna step up and testify because it hurts me as a man to know that this innocent man is in
This
jail.
is the bodyguard, right? The
Yeah,
security
yeah,
guard? yeah.
He didn't want to testify. He was subpoenaed and he didn't even show up. So it's crazy. He didn't testify. He didn't want anything to do with it until Tory got stabbed up. And now he came with information saying Tory didn't shoot her. Kelsey shot Megan. So now we're
Oh,
still in
okay.
this whole thing where there's gonna be a retrial, and that's basically where we're at right now. And it's weird because people they don't like Tory because of Megan. They wanna. There's like a big like. It's either you
I
here or
didn't know
there.
Megan was the victim this whole time. I
You
thought
should look up
she.
you look up her wound. Go look up her gunshot. Look it up. Because the shit that pissed me off was like, you said you got shot, and then 3 weeks later you're at the BET Awards twerking. I don't know how the fuck you could do that.
Wait, she got shot in the foot?
Yeah,
It doesn't look like a gunshot.
that's what I'm saying.
She is so hot, though.
Relax, buddy.
Man,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Relax.
It's just like a chunk of her heel missing. Ugh.
It looks like bullet fragments. Like he probably shot the ground and it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
What
definitely
about
a chunk
Trump's
of her heel
ear?
missing. I mean, that's
That shit
fully
healed. That shit healed. So I believe Trump if he came back with like cauliflower ear or something.
I mean, he definitely something happened because it was blood, but they
Oh
definitely-
yeah, that's fucking yeah.
his ear
There's
just
no
get
way to
shot off.
recreate. If only there was a way. Imagine how much better movies would be if they could
No,
find
that
a way to
implies
recreate
it was staged.
blood.
I don't think it was staged.
Oh.
I don't think his ear was shot though. Or I think because at first they said it was like a ricochet that like cut his ear. That's more plausible because if it shot a hole through his ear,
What's your least
it
favorite
doesn't
race?
grow back. Anvi, which one?
No, Angelo.
I don't like the whites, man. Causing a lot of problems.
Yeah. Shout out my ginger brother over
They
here.
have been for a while.
Ginger.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Don't you hit that fucking R. Don't you fucking hit that R.
Telling you, man. It's my boy. So the blacks accepted the
Jesus.
gingers.
you paused so long after saying.
Accepted the gingers. So now the Mexicans, we accepted the Filipinos. So now the Filipinos are Mexicans now.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We eating lumpia.
But the black people accepting
Oh,
gingers
Lupia. Sí,
look
sí.
like
Said.
those are opposite sides of the spectrum.
Sí. Me gusta.
Filipinos
Me
and
gusta.
Hispanics are like pretty similar.
Sí.
Yeah, they basically call Filipinos like the Mexicans of the Asian community.
Sábado y
Hardworking,
domingo.
small, hardworking.
Lunes, martes, miércoles,
Okay.
miércoles.
What's
What
today?
else you got for us, Anvi? What is
All right.
today?
No, I'm saying like in Spanish.
Miércoles.
No, that's Wednesday.
That's Wednesday. I know.
I
What's
can't remember.
today?
I just know
starts with a
sábado
J.
y domingo.
Starts with a
My,
J.
my daughter.
Miércoles, miércoles. Sábado.
Yavaho.
Ja.
My daughter speaks in daycare. They had a whole bunch of Spanish. She doesn't speak Spanish, obviously, but she knows all the numbers, all the
¿Cómo te
days,
llamas?
the months.
Would you
the
be freaked
seasons.
out if she came home from daycare and she was speaking Arabic?
Arabic? I don't know who to taught her that. My mom speaks 3 languages.
¿Cómo te llamas?
I'm like this close to learning Portuguese. Like this close.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes. I'm Mexican.
¿Cómo te
That
llamas?
doesn't matter.
Yeah, but a lot of Portuguese words are Spanish
¿Cómo
words, so,
te
like,
llamas?
they just say it differently.
He's asking you a question in Spanish, and I didn't hear an answer. I don't know.
Me llamo Anvi.
Ah, sí.
Sí, hoy es jueves.
Ask
Te estoy diciendo
him
que
if
hoy
he
es
likes the
jueves.
library. Jacob, ask him if he likes the library.
¿Te gusta el librero?
La biblioteca?
La
Ah,
biblioteca.
sí. Ah.
No, yo casi no voy. Me gusta más andar en redes sociales y andar aquí y allá. No me
He
gusta
said,
mucho
I
la
can't
biblioteca.
read. I have an extra chromosome.
¿Tú
Ask him
eres
if he likes it.
retardo?
Ask him if he likes to dance, Jacob.
¿Te gusta
Bailar.
la salsa?
Bailar.
Yeah. What the fuck? How do you know this?
He's looking it up right now.
I'm looking it up. I had to take Spanish in school.
No, you're fucking Googling
Mi-
fucking
mi
questions. You're
maestro-
saying, ask him this.
Mi
See, he sounds
maestro de
smart.
baile
because that's
es-
all I know.
He's
Bailar,
answering. Shut the
cantar,
fuck up. Go ahead,
biblioteca.
Anvi.
Mi maestro de baile es Don Julio.
Oh, sí.
Él
He only
enseñó-
dances when he drinks
Ah, me
tequila.
gusta.
Yeah.
Me gusta.
Yeah.
Me gusta el gato.
Cats? Pussy.
All right, then I don't want to take
Me
up too much time.
gusta grande el gato.
¿Te gusta el gato gordo?
Ah, sí.
Tortas.
Sí.
He's a big torta.
He's a torta pounder.
Yeah.
Me gusta.
Certified torta pounder.
En
Tortas will hold
mi-
you down, you
Los
know?
zapatos.
Your car
Anvi,
breaks down, they let you use their Nissan. Like, they don't want you to, you don't have to pay the gas back. Like,
Ah, sí.
tortas are solid, fool. Like,
Ah, sí, sí,
chale, you go to jail, they'll hold you down.
sí.
They stick around. Shit.
Sí.
You ask them to tattoo your name on them, they'll do it. Like,
Sí. Me llamo Jacob.
JT Lines.
There we go. All right. Well, Anvi, we appreciate you hanging out. You're in Vegas?
Yes, sir.
I'll be there at the end of June. Come find me.
Are you gonna do International Fight Week or Chicago? I think you
International
should go to
Fight Week.
Chicago.
I'll be at
I'm-
Atlanta.
So I'm going to the. I plan on watching. I plan on going to Chicago for the fights.
Yeah,
I
you
am
should.
not paying the prices for UFC 317, but we already had the flights booked and the hotel booked off of points. So my wife and I are going to go to Vegas for Thursday, Friday, and come home Saturday and watch the fights at home.
All right, should let me know. I'll buy you a drink.
I'll buy you a
boys.
drink. You got it backwards. We appreciate you, Nick, for calling in.
All right, thank you, brothers.
See ya.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego, compa.
Sí, sí, sí.
I mean, the way you're saying C's a little. Bet Sam, we'll get to you in a second.
Ah, sí, sí, sí.
We're gonna go to Crayons and then Bet Sam.
What do we
Crayons-
think? Oh, I thought you were gonna put Bet Sam on. I was gonna say, what do Australian people take Spanish?
He's New Zealand. They take. I don't think.
I don't
they
think
do
so.
Spanish. Yeah.
I don't think
Do
so.
they, but do they do foreign languages? Do they do like Japanese?
What are they close to? What are they
Yeah, I
close
was like, I
to?
don't know. Fucking Vietnamese, Korean. I fucking.
They're their own thing. They're in the middle of. They're their own thing in the middle of the ocean. What's going on?
Well, thanks for calling, Crayons. Let's get to
Hanging out, dude. Just looking at the road to UFC for tomorrow. Cause
I can't believe people actually watch.
Dude,
this shit.
I
understand the fights are.
Wait, it's
exciting,
on
but,
tomorrow
like,
too?
I think so, isn't it?
I don't
There's
know.
3 and
It's just
4 is
every
on
day.
tomorrow.
Oh, nice. They're exciting fights. It's like the Contender Series, and the Contender Series is awesome to watch.
Yeah, there was a guy that was on the Contender Series, and I tailed Artem on like 5 bets.
How'd he do?
Know, he did good, dude. We hit a plus 450.
Surprising.
I don't know. I think I've been kind of watching Artem a little bit. He's done pretty well. I forgot what the guy's name was. I got a bet slip right here. Matsuda. He was plus 450. I threw like $5 on him, and he hit. So pretty much paid for more premium for me.
There you go.
But yeah, I was just looking at what Artem's got for 3 and 4. I think are tomorrow. So yeah, I figured I'd tail him. Dude, there was a guy on.
Wait, hold
Contender
on.
Series
Where
there.
do they do the road to the UFC? Do they move it around, or
It's
it's the same arena?
One of them was saying, I think it's the same arena. One of them was saying they were super jet lagged. So I'm assuming it's, where is it, China?
I don't know,
somewhere
because
over
it's a tournament for like all the Asia Pac, you know,
Yeah.
all the different countries and continents in Asia Pac. So that's why I didn't know.
I'm not 100% sure where it's at. I know that there was one guy complaining about how he's like 12 hours jet lagged, but dude, there was one guy, Aaron Tao. He's the one that's got like the face tat, like his
Yeah, he
Okay,
got
like,
smoked
right here.
in the Contender Series, yeah.
yeah, smoked in the Contender Series. So, dude, he's first round, couple minutes in, and he gets a knockout. And dude, he is literally 4+ shots to the back of the head, illegal elbow, illegal shots.
While
to
the
back
guy
of
was
the
already
head.
knocked out?
Yeah, he was. Well, they
Jesus.
called it a knockout. And dude, the guy, his opponent, I can't remember, his name is, I got him right here. Rio. His name's Rio. He's just literally sitting against the cage like this, holding the back of his head. And I'm like, dude, I can't wait for the Octagon interview for this. They're probably gonna like got to say something about the shots to the back of the head, but they didn't. They gave him a knockout, and he's advancing to, I think, tomorrow. So
Wait, you fight 2 days in a row?
yeah, it's like if you win, you move on.
Oh, I
type
should start
thing.
watching this. This sounds like old school MMA.
Yeah, it was during the day, and I'm in a position where I don't have like a lot of people around, so I can have it on my phone, and it's on Fight Pass, so I figured might as well put some headphones in and just kind of chime in. They had some good knockouts. I mean, there was probably
I saw people getting
What,
fucking
3 or 4?
slumped. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
people
they're
getting
getting
fucking really knocked out.
pretty lit up. I mean, there's
Yeah,
definitely some
Angel's just
people
a
that,
fucking hater, man. People want to
I'm
just
not a
enjoy
hater.
fights.
These
These people
don't-
are fighting for. That's what makes the Contender Series so fun too. These people are fighting for their fucking dreams. Like they fucking are going for it.
yeah, dude.
I hate the
Sometimes dude,
silence.
these guys try
I hate
so
the
hard.
silence. It's too quiet. Is my
What do you
problem.
mean?
Contender Series, they do have announcers, but like I don't watch the Ultimate Fighter because those fights are silent, and like I don't know. I don't care. I don't know why. I care about UFC. I'll watch certain Bellator events, not anymore, RIP. But like other events, if I know the names, I'll watch all those freak show boxing.
You sound like a raging homosexual.
Any Jake Paul fight, I'll watch that. All the
Me
freak
too.
show fights for
Me
sure.
too.
But like I don't know, like
Does Jake Paul
like-
play with your hair while you're down there?
he's
Dude,
gentle.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, was that not the fucking bet of the year last year?
I
Yeah,
bet
that was
Mike
in-
Tyson. That wasn't fun for me
Did
at
you?
all.
Did
Oh,
you
Just a little
man.
flyer. I mean, I'm not
Jake
gonna
Paul
not
was
bet on
only
Mike
a
Tyson.
2-1 favorite too.
I know.
I had him
man.
in the safety. Remember, I had him in the safety
Yeah, you had him in
parlay,
the
and I was like,
safety
"This is gonna
parlay.
piss people off because some people
Didn't
wait
piss
till
me off.
Saturday." Well, I was like, "Some people wait till Saturdays, but like I can't pass this up." So I had him in the safety parlay. I think it was a plus money safety parlay because Jake
It
Paul was only
was.
minus. Jake Paul was only
200.
minus 200.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
I think I had between the safety parlay and I had some other parlays on that fight card too. I think I probably had like the most amount of money I've ever had on one person before. It was like $500, I think, by the time. That's a
He
lot
really
for me.
was and it's not a slight to Mike Tyson. No, Mike Tyson's 60. 60
Yeah,
year olds
dude,
can't
like,
fight.
dude,
Like it's
you,
crazy.
and I'm looking at Mike Tyson. And he wears like those shoes, like the doctors, like they prescribe you those shoes.
yeah,
And like
arch.
orthopedic, yeah, dude. Like, and he's got,
I mean, the
like,
second
these wraps on his knees.
The second he walked from that interview in those in his fucking jock strap with no pants on, literally everyone should have cashed out their bets. If I could have cashed out my bet, I would have, because I saw that and I was like, "Oh God, Mike,
Yeah, I was
what are we
like-
doing, Mike?
He's just
Like,
a
what the
confused old
fuck?
man.
Just
I think that's
hobbling
why I got
away,
the
fucking."
500.
That was Jacob. That was literally. I watched it by myself. I was just home in my living room. Everybody else is asleep, and he talks on the phone. He turns around and walks away, and it's just his bare ass. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
It
Jake
was
Paul's
like-
like, what the fuck?
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget like my initial like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, Jake Paul had a reaction too that they showed on the live stream too. He's literally like,
Yeah, he was
looking at
watching in the
TV,
back.
he's like,
He was like, "What the hell was?" He was like, "What the hell was that?"
Dude, then they memed him because then all the memes were like when my kid comes downstairs saying he dressed himself because his ass was out, but he was wearing some insane leather
dude,
jacket.
just a jacket. Yeah,
It was
you're
a
right.
red,
The
it was
leather
a
jacket.
black and red leather jacket with his ass hanging out. So all the memes were like when my kid dresses himself, and it was
Yeah,
just
when my
so
kid
funny.
dresses himself, I saw those too. That shit was funny. That shit is true too. I got a 5-year-old son that I'm just like, so I can relate to some of those memes. So they just made it even more funny. Yeah,
That
man,
was
that shit was.
That is what's interesting about the UFC. So
You know
so
what the
ES
actual interesting part about this revelation that we just realized with Crayons, but I think he's mentioned it before, is you guys both have kids, right? And Angelo talks about how that really got him out of shape. But I'm looking at Crayons, and Crayons looks like he's in phenomenal shape. So the I don't have time because I got kids and all this stuff for Angelo. You know,
It's
I'm looking
rough, man.
over
I
here,
feel
and
the
then
no
I'm.
time.
maybe Crayons has a stay-at-home wife.
Nah, she works from home, but nah, she's still
Ah,
working.
same thing.
And I have a 5-year-old, and I have my second son is 7 months old now. So
And look at
yeah,
this
I
guy,
used
Angelo.
to be. I used to be in shape when I had no kids. I was like probably 14 pounds heavier than what I am now.
But
Lost a
look
ton
at
of
you
weight.
and look at
he's got-
Angelo,
he's
Crayons.
He's got the Jacob. He's got the struggles to keep weight on gene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
if I-
fucking that's a
See,
bullshit
my
gene.
whole
you
thing
can't-
is
nah,
like
fuck
I'm
that
telling you,
shit.
Angelo, if you change what you eat, literally, I'm
All right,
telling you,
you know
change
what?
what you eat.
You know what we don't
Done.
need right now? I'll tell you what I don't need.
You need RFK in your house.
You guys were talking about steaks earlier. That's what I had for supper. I had
Angelo.
steaks and sweet potatoes. That's what I ate.
Don't add that cheese, Angelo. Don't add the cheese. The
Don't get me
cheese
wrong,
is
I still
full
eat
of
pizza.
parasites.
I still eat whatever.
That's
sometimes.
processed, Angelo. Just because it says Italian fresh doesn't mean that it's fresh cheese. It's processed.
Did you know, like those? We don't buy the Parmesan, the whatever Parmesan. That Parmesan cheese.
You
is
shouldn't
like,
be shopping at stores. You should be going to your local farm and getting the stuff for
that
free.
cheese has like a shit ton of cardboard and paper in it, like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no
wood,
shit.
And wood shavings. It's like
It's
like
like
a-
a fuck.
Molecule
It's
away
crazy.
from plastic.
The
Well,
good
like
news
what we-
is, as bad as and shitty and loss of life that you look, Angelo, and as good and dashing that Crayons looks, you're both gonna die eventually. So who gives a shit? I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the good
Angelo,
news
just
is,
remember, you're not here for a long time. You're just here for a good time.
I hope I'm here for.
He's
a
here for
decent-
about 3 more
medium-
hamburgers.
A medium amount of time. Luckily,
Jacob, I see you eating Mickey D's and stuff.
Jacob eats more fast food than I
go
do.
I go to the
Literally.
gym 2 hours a day. You know what you mean?
2 hours a day. See, I used to be like that.
He
when
still
I,
can't
like
throw
I
a
had,
punch.
I had time, but I just don't have the time anymore. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, well,
There you
it's
go.
disappointing to hear.
What
Yeah.
else do you got for us, Crayons, before we go to
What do I
Betsy,
got?
who's
All
going
right,
to take
let's
his shirt
see.
off to try to pretend that he's buff?
Let's see. I got a question for. Let's go with Jacob. Jacob, have you ever been in a fight before, other than the fight where you actually just mauled Angelo?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a fight. I agree. It was, yeah, I tried. The worst part about that is I actually did like train hard, got in shape, hitting heavy bag every single day, and then I get in there and I'm like, this is it. Like, this is fucking. I tried. Why did I train so hard? Like, this is so. This is so easy right now. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like I assume it's like when fighters get in there and they train for 6, 8, 10 weeks and then they get like a 30-second knockout.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
It's not bad, right? I mean, it was nice not to, not that I was
Right.
worried about anything, but and what was your question?
Have you ever been in a fight before, other than with Angelo?
I had been hit before. I don't know if I told the story before. It was when I was
think
like
I've heard it.
19 or 20 at like a house party. Like in Indiana, you just go out to a cabin in the woods, you just fucking party, whatever. So we're all just
Sounds
wasted.
like South Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, y'all just wasted. It's just a good time, bonfires and stuff or whatever. So I was my best friend at the time was there, and I wanted to fuck with them. So I told him I was gonna go to a Taco Bell, middle of nowhere. Taco Bell's fucking 45 minutes away, and I'm fucking. I had been drinking for 7 hours. Just I can't even fucking barely talk. I knew I wasn't gonna drive, but I really wanted to fuck with him because he was wasted too, and he was like, "You're not going to Taco Bell." Me being the sarcastic fucking, I'm going to keep pushing the
Oh, he
issue,
was looking
especially when
out
I'm
for you.
drunk. Yeah, he was looking out for me. And I was like, oh, I'm going to Taco Bell. And he's like, you're not going to Taco Bell. And this whole conversation, me staggering into my car and stuff, just fucking, and he's like trying to grab my keys, but I'm not letting him get my keys. And he's like, I'm telling you right now. So it finally got to a point where I'm standing at my door is open, and I'm really like selling this, like I'm going to Taco Bell. And he goes, you're not going to Taco Bell. And I was
Why
like,
are you saying Taco Bell?
what are you talking about? I'm getting to the punchline of a great story, and that's what you want to interrupt with?
You
Have
keep
you ne-
saying it weird. It's driving me crazy.
Anyway, the big crescendo that you just fucking ruined, I'm standing there saying, oh, I'm going to Taco Bell, and then he pulls off and just fucking smokes me right in the side of the head mid-sentence. I just get dropped onto the ground. Thank God he hit me like in the side of the head, not like the chin, or I probably would have been knocked out. But I just dropped to my knees, and that's the closest I've ever been to hitting somebody, because I literally pulled back to throw a punch, and I was like, I was like a very logical person. Even in that moment, I was like, no, he was in the right there. Like, fucking, he really was making sure I was not going to fucking Taco Bell. So
Good for
fucking,
him.
So you,
That
so
is
you had the
crazy,
thought
but
of
good
like,
for him.
all right, maybe I deserved that one.
yeah,
That's
literally,
kinda
I
what
dropped. I didn't get knocked out, but it definitely knocked me down. And I
Yeah.
got up like a
Clock stopped
full, like
ticking a
from
little
my
bit.
knees, about to throw something. And I just went, "Whoa," and I looked at his girlfriend. I said, get him under the. I did lose my mind because I was pissed because I'm wasted. But I was like, get him the fuck under control. And I just fucking went to the house. And I went and I punched the side of the house. And I think I actually have a picture somewhere still my knuckle swelled up like this big for like a week
Your
and a
middle
half.
knuckle?
Yeah, I punched
Yeah.
just boom like this, and it was like this big. I think I can try and find the picture, but it was fucking crazy. But yeah, but I've never hit somebody, but I've been hit.
Gotcha. Next question, real quick, Angelo. Have you ever been in a fight before, other than with Jacob?
Yeah, a bunch. And nothing like crazy. Just like we would go to Jersey. We go to
is this
Jersey
like,
Shore.
Are they all like just like some bar fights where you're just like some asshole?
Jersey
that walks
Shore,
up and
man. It was Jersey Shore. It was
Jersey
my
Shore.
like early, like 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 in the Jersey Shore. Every weekend we go to the shore.
Yeah.
One of my buddies, the family had a house there. So the parents stayed in the main house. We stayed in the guest house. There was like, any weekend, anywhere from 4 to 10 of us. And then we go out. And I'm a very normal, peaceful person. Not like everybody wants to joke like on the stream. Oh, Angelo drinks. Nobody's ever seen me drunk. Nobody's seen me drunk. Nobody's seen me out of control. Let it laugh. He's never seen it. So
I've seen this guy, but fucking Angelo literally is one of those guys that literally thinks that he's just the same person that he is sober, that he is
I
drunk.
get
Like,
louder.
no,
I
you
get
think
louder.
that you hold it together, but
I get louder.
you're on
That's
the
just
couch,
not true.
dude. You literally are on the couch, fucking fucking slur. Yes,
It's just not true.
and you get loud. You never
loud.
stop
I get loud.
talking, and
Those two
your
things are true.
accent gets thick as fucking shit. You
Fine.
turn
Maybe
very
those
fucking
three
loud.
thi-
and
maybe
you start
those three
slurring
things.
your words. So I don't want to
Accent
hear
or the
this.
New York
You've never
accent?
seen me drunk bullshit.
that's no,
I've
no.
seen you on the main event of a card. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Tipsy. That's tipsy, loose. I'm talking drunk, like stumbling around a mess. That you'll never see. You never see me throwing up from drinking too much like that. You'll never see that ever. Point being, we would
It's
go
hard
to
to
Jersey
overfill that tank. That's why.
We would go to the Jersey Shore, and I was always the least drunk, the most normal. Everybody else, all of my friends are like exactly, and this is long before the reality show, and all of them are exactly that. Like, let's go out and let's get fucking wild. And I was always the most put together, and it always just, not always, but
The most normal put together. Didn't you get your nipple pierced on the Jersey Shore?
I did get my nipple pierced at the Jersey
You
Shore.
got your
which,
nipple pierced on
which
the
is the
Jersey.
wildest thing.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't even think
And
that's
you
the
know what
wildest thing
happened
that
to
could
it?
happen.
And you know
What
what
happened?
happened to it? So I got my nipple. Me and my buddy Steve, rest in peace, he died. Me and my buddy Steve got our nipples pierced in the Jersey Shore. It was like a dare. He did it, dared me. I said, fuck it. And I didn't tell my parents nothing. And my mom's an immigrant. So, like, I don't remember how much, it was like months, 6 months later, a year
Has
later,
she been
something
deported?
like that. She actually took her citizenship test and passed. I don't know how, but she's officially a citizen. You can't deport her anymore.
Dude, I saw somebody pass that same test, and if he can pass it, I think it's literally a free pass.
No,
Like,
it's a hard fucking
is
test.
it? Dude, what's
Well,
the question?
You know, if you don't pay attention to school. But so I was in the kitchen. It was me, my buddy Jared, and we're in my kitchen, and my mother was there, and I pissed Jared off. I don't know what I did, but I pissed him off. And he knows my mom's deal. My mom slapped him in the face once because he cursed in front of her. So he knows the deal
Good
with
for
my
her.
mother. And
Good
he
mom.
lifted my shirt up in front of my mom. My mom saw it.
Oh, she ripped that
She's
shit
like,
off
"Oh,
your chest.
you get
Reached
so
over,
fat."
put her finger in it, went
Yep.
pulled it right out.
Dude, my mom would have done the same thing. My mom was not Italian.
So
but
that's
she
why
sounds
my
similar
my left nipple's fucking a little shredded up
to you.
because of my mom.
Grant, I'm willing to bet your mom is white as shit. Because you're just like
yeah, my mom's white.
yeah, you're just like the most wholesome, like
He is
white
wholesome.
guy.
Yeah,
I get tan.
he's North. You said
Yeah,
North
that's
Dakota?
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like you're just like a typical white person, like the best, like a Midwest white person
Yeah,
type of person. Like
Midwest.
just
Yeah,
and just a
I lived
just
in,
a
South
good looking,
Carolina
nice
for a while.
guy, athletic.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably a lot. To
Are you
do with because a
5'9"
lot
or
of the Midwest-
6'2"?
No, I'm 5'11". I walk around 165, 170.
Okay, I'm about 165 now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty Midwest though.
Why is that
Dude,
funny? I
when
wasn't
when
trying to
lived
be
in South
funny.
Because you're
Carolina,
just you're
everybody
just
thought the same
like
shit.
he is what you hope you are. He's almost 6 feet. He's in great shape. He's also from the Midwest. I mean,
got a lot in common. Maybe I should just move to Texas so
He
we
hasn't
can
been
watch the
accepted
fights.
by the
That
African
guy
American
can't
community.
grow a
though.
fucking beard to save his whole family.
I don't know. What kind
Me?
of when did
Yeah.
you shave?
I could
When's the
grow a
last time you
beard.
shaved?
If I tried, yeah, I could grow a
Oh,
beard.
bullshit.
I got
I don't know.
a little gap right here, like on my. I just shaved this morning. Look at that. I got a little gap right here on my mustache, bro.
God, I don't know about that, man.
Whoa,
I cannot. So
Where was I at on the last time I streamed? I think I had like a 3-day shadow, maybe.
dude, you've looked exactly like this every time you've called it.
Have I? Maybe. I'm pretty religious. I got a razor blade that touches my face literally every other day.
All right, don't shave. We'll check back in next week.
We'll see. I can't make it very long, dude. I hate this scruffy shit. My wife doesn't like it either. And then when I go
itchy.
to like, yeah, it gets itchy. And then my 7-month-old, you know, I love my babies, so and I know it bothers them when they're touching
show
my
some
cheeks
respect,
and stuff.
Angelo. Some dads enjoy spending time and enjoy their kids. Angelo hasn't seen his
Angelo
kids in
does
6
too. I
weeks.
see him out there training his daughters.
Oh my God, he does that. He sees him 2 hours a week. He sees him 2 hours a week, and he makes sure he films the entire thing. Look how good of a dad I am. That dude doesn't give a fuck about those kids.
That's obviously not true. That's obviously not true. But you really can't go off of what's posted. Let alone what's posted by me. You can't.
I've never even met. I don't even know who they are. I've never even met them.
I don't go based just off that. Like I'm sure Angelo, you don't post everything, so you really can't post everything, man. I mean, you gotta have.
I've never posted. I cover their faces in every video, every vlog, everything. Except I did post a video on Instagram where I didn't cover one's face. I asked Tiffany. I was like, "Hey, I got a cool video of her hitting mitts," and I was wearing the Facebook glasses, and I was like, "I have a cool. Can I post it?" And Tiffany looked at it. She's like, it's fine. Post it. I posted it. I tagged Hayabusa because it was Hayabusa gloves and I had Hayabusa mitts. And then I sent it to the guy at Hayabusa. And I was like, hey, I posted this. And he was like, can we use this for Father's Day ads? And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, I don't show her face. Like, this is the only time I've ever shown her face. He's like, then refilm it. Like, refilm it from a different angle, something. And then I was like, Tiff, they want to. And she was like, you can use it. So we'll see.
This just proves the point. You're just exploiting your kids.
Yes. Yeah. No, we're gonna do a family vlog soon, and that whole thing. You ever see any? Well, why would you have seen them? You've seen them, Crayons. You never seen any of these other families?
Hey, gang! You gonna be
Lopez?
that guy?
Yeah, dude, that guy's awesome.
Hey, gang! Here with the kids.
Good. Yeah, that guy's so good. No, he goes, "What up, gang?"
Yeah.
What up, gang? And his wife is always like, "Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God."
Just finishing dinner.
No, there's like Lopez as we do it or some shit like that, or like there's all those family vlogs. They're all rich as absolute shit.
Yeah.
They're all like, why did my girl?
They got time. They don't even have to really do much. They just gotta show up for that kind of stuff.
They get millions of views, dude. Those
they do.
Super upbeat family vlogs get tens of millions of views. All right, Bet Sam's waiting. What else you got for us, Sam? Or Crayons?
Oh,
I see him stewing in there.
That's all right. You can get Bet Sam on here. I got nothing else. I'm just here for the. I'm here for
just
the
put Bet Sam on right
stability.
now. Crayons is cool and normal. He can hang out with us if he wants
I
to.
got with Bet Slam too. I'm good with him. Talk to Bet Sam a few times.
Throw him on.
Here we go. Go ahead. Ask him a question.
Oh, what's up? How we going? I didn't realize I was on.
Low energy. Goodbye.
Yeah.
See you later. I'm just watching the basketball game. Same as Jacob in the background here. The OKC versus Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, I got for $400. I need Timberwolves plus 7.5, please.
Ooh, I just hit the over, and I went over 216, which is looking a little bit dicey right now. But it should pick up in the fourth quarter. OKC usually has a pretty strong fourth. I predict, Jacob, that it's going to be OKC versus Pacers in the final. I think that's going to be the final for sure.
Way to go out on a limb there, Sam. One's up 1-0. One's up 2-0.
Considering that the Pacers are still the underdogs in the game and bigger underdogs than beforehand, they're
the favorites for the series.
Yep.
Minus 150, I think now.
Yep.
So stupid asshole.
All right, that's good. You guys have a great day. See you later, man.
Oh no! Come on, Sam. Hang. Oh shit! Look what you did. Oh man,
Jacob, I missed it. What was the I mean, I kind of see why Jacob is how Jacob is towards Bet Sam, just because.
I love Bet Sam.
Jacob is
Bet
Bet Sam's biggest, no joke. The funniest part about all that is Jacob is Bet Sam's biggest advocate.
Like, I always talk about Bet Sam to
Angelo,
Angelo about how much I love Bet Sam.
How do you feel about Bet Sam literally doing what Jacob does? And I was like, what the fuck?
No, Jake. The funniest part is literally like behind the scenes text messages, all that shit. Jacob is quite literally Bet Sam's biggest advocate. Like, no joke.
The reason why I fuck with him so much because I like him so much. Like, I fuck with Angelo because I like Angelo.
Bet Sam would probably get that at some point. Like, maybe that means he likes you, dude. But yeah, so I was subbed up to Bet Sam's channel, and I was just kind of looking through everything, and he literally got the fight companions, the lock of the week.
Oh, everybody's got fight companions, but
I don't know. I don't fuck with the fight companions other than with Jacob. With Jacob, thanks for going live, dude. That was sick.
It was fun. Yeah.
Pretty wild. Yeah, it was good. It was a good live stream. So
we'll see.
Good energy.
All right, hey, we got Bet Sam back.
Hopefully,
Bet Sam's back.
Welcome back, Sam.
All right, seeing as Angelo wanted me to come back on,
I DM'd him and I was like, dude, get back here.
Listen, talking about the bite Sam, the Joker, or that Jacob didn't coin doing a fucking watch party. Jacob didn't coin making a fucking video, having an intro, all the rest of it. How many people in the chat want to say, oh, copying off Jacob? Listen, there's fucking a million YouTubers out there. You can make your own content. It's not cutting the fucking promo. Listen, you don't own shit. It's that simple. It is what it is, brother. You know, you watch basketball. So does everybody else watching the fucking NBA. You know, it is what it is.
Bet Sam, how was your day today?
Yeah,
my day.
Let's start over.
How was your day today?
Reasonable crash out. I stayed up till 3 a.m. watching the fucking brought it to the UFC, right?
I did too.
I picked the only guy. Adam DMs me. He goes, "This guy's a fucking lock, right? He's $1.40."
You were all in on the Indian dude?
No, the other guy. Not the Indian guy. No. But he goes, "This guy's a lock." He goes, "This guy's gonna smoke." I was like, "Oh, I see he's doing." Rocks the other guy, goes in for a takedown, gets kneed out clean. I thought he was dead. This guy was down on the ground for like 2-3 minutes. I was like, fucking whatever. So then I had to stay up another 2 hours to make my money back because, you know, every degenerate gambler knows you can't go to sleep down unless you're really fucking down, in which case you just clutch the pillow. It's winter time here. It's fucking cold, so my feet didn't get warm. Even my dog didn't want to go near my cold-ass feet in the bed. Gets out the fucking bed. Then I went to work. Work was so quiet. I was like, "Can you guys just send me home?" So here I am. There we go. That's my day.
Bet Sam, did you see the illegal elbow knockout by that dude with the face tats?
Aaron Tao, it was deemed not illegal, deemed unintentional, and also he already had him cooked.
I mean,
you say it's fucked up, but also Quillen Sal killed
the back of his head. He's like this against the
Cyril Gahn's already done it
5
times. I mean, it's not like this is the new time of people getting hit in the back of the head, you know? They pick and choose where they want to do it. It's also like with Quillen Sal killed. He dropped Anshul Jubilee, never lost consciousness, whatever. They go over there with the microphone and say, "Hey, Quillen, what a great knockout. What a great debut." You know, the UFC narrative, they push whatever the fuck they want to do. They've already been spending money on the budget of Aaron Tao. Of course, they're going to tell him it's a great knockout, all the rest of it. They've been cutting him a promo, talking about his indigenous heritage. They don't give a fuck about the other guy. He was already picked there to get mauled by Aaron Tao.
That kid was a can. He got mauled by Aaron. Aaron got lost his damn white container series fight, and then he goes and crushes this can. I really don't think if he gets a contract, he's 100%.
They didn't have Aaron Tao cut down an entire weight class, send him over to freaking Shanghai, China, just to not get him in the UFC. He's going to cut his way through, and at 34, 35 years old, whatever the fuck he's going to do, he's coming to the flyweight division, probably get knocked out by Ramazan Timirov or something.
Yes, he is.
That's probably what's going to happen.
For me.
Yeah. He's tough as shit, so you know they're going to put him against the hardest hitters in the 125-pound division, and they're going to put on great fights. Everybody needs to understand when they're watching the UFC that the UFC is not, this is like, let's find the best people ever. They're trying to make entertainment. So they take people in that are feeder fights. It doesn't always pan out that way, but they sit in the room and they go, who can we get to be in a bloody car crash with other people for fans? So it's the formula they've been doing since the dawn of time. They're going to continue to do it. Anyway,
that's true.
How's everybody else doing? How's everybody else doing?
Bet Sam needs to hear. Crayons, let me let you go.
All right.
I appreciate you. Thanks for calling in.
No problem.
Call back next time. Don't shave. We'll measure the beard.
We'll see about the no shave.
Have a great day, Crayons. You look great,
Angelo,
by the way.
Why don't you go get on the
fantastic
scale?
Shape.
I'm not getting on a scale. We'll
Later,
see you,
fellas.
Crayons. We appreciate you. Our scale broke, and not because of weight limitations.
I wonder. Yeah.
Yeah. Sam, let's take a deep breath. Are you familiar with the Wusa method? From
God, I
Bad
need a
Boys
bit of
2?
camera. Look at that. I look like sepia fucking yellow. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
That's what you look like, Sam.
All right. Anyway.
Are we in the carpeted garage?
We are in the carpeted. I'm painting one of my rooms. We're going to move out of the carpeted garage into the room. Yeah.
We have a very important question for you, Sam, off the rip.
Sure.
In your schooling, do you guys take foreign languages? And if so, what are they?
I would say New Zealand is probably the least bilingual place on planet Earth. That's
really?
So in school, you don't have a foreign language that you take?
We have options. So like your options could be anything. It could be woodworking, all the rest of it. And languages fall under that category. You do not have to take a second language.
We are required. Yeah.
We have basic level Māori, which is the indigenous people here. We have their language that is instilled up until intermediate. So like, through year 1 through year 8, 5 years old to 12/13, depending on which side of the calendar you're born in. And that is like mandatory, but it's, your basic greetings, your counting to 10, all the rest of it.
That's like just a respect thing for the heritage, bro.
I think it's to reinstill life back into the Māori culture, which got watered down because it was kind of seen this is my understanding, is that in workplaces and all the rest of it, for a while there, if you were a Māori individual, it was kind of, I don't know about taboo, but like you would get less opportunities within the workforce if you were representing and engaging in your cultural heritage. Whereas if you basically just put it aside, you could still continue to get ahead. I'm talking a couple of generations ago.
That's happened in America when the Irish came. That happened with the Indians that were already here. That happened when the Italians came.
Native
that
Americans,
happened when the
possibly?
Chinese came. That we've been through multiple cycles of that for sure.
So what's
by the
your
way,
least favorite race, Angelo?
It's got to be the Chinese after his chat about Road to the UFC. I mean, doesn't care about the Chinese.
I don't even.
In between you guys, I look like I'm fucking purple. What is going on?
My issue with I don't watch Road to the UFC, just like I don't watch Contender Series either.
Contender Series
I have no interest in Contender Series whatsoever. None.
It's probably the best piece of content, like just content that they create at all.
People love it. I just have no interest.
Yeah. Last night's fights were actually very, very solid as well. And also, if you guys are interested, that chick Fing that got head kicked and there was all the memes of her in the stretcher, she lost to like a 5. She lost to like a 5 foot. No, yeah, the doctor's one that head kicked her, but the tall chick is fought again.
Oh, the tall chick, they put her back in the tournament?
She was the monster favorite.
Yeah, she was a 5-1 favorite, and she lost last night by split decision. And Artem predicted it. Yeah, it was plus 450 for the.
Artem went 9-1.
Krantz, yeah, the one that lost was the guy he told me that was the absolute lock. He was like, this guy. I put him in that parlay that I put in premium. He was like, Artem, y'all know that you're really into this. Which guy would you recommend? He's like, go with this guy.
Sounds like all the comments in my trademarked lock of the week video.
Copywritten, don't copy me. Bing,
I did like that rant. That made me feel very tingly inside.
I lit out.
It is true. It is true. I know that I give you more shit than fucking anybody. But I'm a big fan. The second that you came on board, I was like, I fucking like Bet Sam. And Angelo can attest that. You can deny it or whatever.
I've told Bet Sam that it's not my fault. Bet Sam's fucking sensitive. Artem's sensitive.
I'm an emotional individual. It is what it is.
Thing. Here, we got a $20 super chat. Using LMT.
Look at Misha and Ken right there, huh? Lovey-dovey.
Oh, yeah. I always say mishaken. Misha and Ken, $20 super chat. Using LMT. I don't know what that is. We'll figure that out as we go. Safety parlay at plus 122 and Santos Morales plus 100. How many fights before Morales, JDM, or dude?
Morales will fight one more time.
Am I
and they'll give him
fucking
a
drunk?
Shot.
No.
What's LMT? What's LMT?
This is like an escape room of a super chat. This is great.
Morales will fight one more time, and then he'll fight for the belt.
Using LMT. What's that?
That's got to be a typo. Yeah.
Misha and Ken, I need help. Using LMT. Safety parlay at plus 122. Using LMT. And Santos Morales plus 100. What does that mean? Line movement tracker. All right, we're getting there. LMT is line movement. Using the line movement tracker. He has a safety parlay at No, I'm not. Plus 122. What's Santos / Morales? Plus 100. What does that mean? How many fights before Morales and JDM or a belt shot? You said one, Jacob, was your answer?
I would say so, probably. I think they're pretty excited about that guy.
Cap, Pena, and Brundage. I win, you win.
Does he mean cop as well? Like Manal cop instead of cap? I don't know.
I think he means
Anyway.
cap, like cap it. Buddy, no more acronyms. Thank you so much for the super chat. Type it out again with no acronyms, and I'll throw it back up here.
Holy
And then
shit,
we
the
have-
Timberwolves
Yeah,
fell
type
behind
it out
big
again.
time.
You guys spent $20. Yeah, send it.
No, not with money. Type it out regular, and I'll we don't know
Misha
what
and
it
Ken.
says.
I
Mishaken.
understood what it said, and I appreciate
No,
it.
this was a mistake. Mishaken sent this super chat. Misha and Ken would have wrote out the whole thing. €1.99. Do you think Jon Jones is like
a homosexual.
No, I don't think he is.
I think everyone is at some point.
Nope.
You guys seen that the TV show? I forget what it is. It's like Law and Order or Special Victims, you know whatever. And the guy's being pressed by them.
You're thinking of the prison show on HBO.
I don't think I am. Anyway, the guy says he was like, I have relationships with women and sex with men. And the guy's like, and I got news for you, buddy. That makes you gay. No? You haven't seen?
Is there a lot of homosexuals
I
in
think
New
I've seen
Zealand?
that clip.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's definitely New Zealand's
Do
definitely
you guys
like
have pride events and stuff?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's pretty progressive here, and getting more so by the day. Yeah, definitely.
Fuck yeah.
There's we have one of my friends I work in a restaurant, and one of the coworkers was like a teenage girl. She recently went to university, and she sent me photos of people in their hall.
Creep.
There's like, the she sent me photos of people in the hall. How does that make me a creep? The fuck?
Hey,
Anyway,
can I get your number, 16-year-old coworker? Ooh, let's trade numbers. What's your snap?
First of all, I just said she's at university, which is college for you guys.
My
in America.
snap is Big Sam.
Yeah, she said teen. It could be 19. 19, you're good to go.
What? How old?
Actually, the legal age of consent here in New Zealand is 16. Anyway,
Knowing that makes you a creep.
What? Knowing the law makes me a creep? What the hell? Like,
Why'd
kinda,
you look it up? Why'd you look it up, Sam?
Yeah, that is a. I don't know what the punishment is for sexual assault.
I have
To the
no idea.
Because
progressive
I've never
aspect
thought
of
about
the
looking
story.
it up.
To the progressive aspect of the story, the photo was of people as furries at the university now. They go to lectures and stuff. They're wearing things, dressed as foxes and all the rest of it. And it's just allowed. They tolerate that. Whereas before, people in university would have got kicked out of class or whatever. But New
What
Zealand
did the
trying
fox
to be
say?
like, I guess they answered
There's
whatever the question
mine.
of the lecture was. Oh,
That's mine. Just came a week and a half ago.
nice.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Is that you in
A-
it? Like you're
Did you
Yeah.
AI that immediately?
No, I had the picture because it's a selfie.
Why are you
That's my-
okay?
It's just my furry costume. I don't know why that's a big deal.
You did that so quick. Here, Mishaken.
Because I already
wrote it
had a
out.
picture. Because it came in, I put it on and took a picture.
That's one of your thirst trap pictures, but why are you wearing a costume?
I'm a furry. What are you talking? Do you not know what a furry is? It's not that big a
know what
deal. A lot of people are furries.
I guess it's not a big deal. Listen, Mishaken said see how easy this flows without the fucking acronyms? Using the line movement tracker, I got your safety parlay at plus 122 and a Santos Morales 2-leg parlay at plus 100. Thank you for the tool. See, Mishaken, we appreciate you. We appreciate you very much. I'm glad you used the tools.
Big Ange and Jacob, can I get your guys' take on the latest matchup that's going to be on next week's event, which is going to be on...
action on this basketball game?
I do, and I have action on the over.
What do you have? Oh, you said the over.
It was over 216.5. I think I'll just double check.
Now.
I need
something.
I need the Timberwolves to pick it up, otherwise they might not go hard in the fourth. But yeah, over 216.5 is at 1.85.
In the motherfucking.
Perry
Yesterday, I
says
absolutely
it's-
cheesed it. Made. Oh, you go.
Oh, why is
Sorry.
he shooting a free throw? Oh, he just fucking.
Perry says it's pounds, not euros. Big flange and you sausage. There's
This
an
will see.
that's what's the euro symbol then? I thought that was the euro. My
No,
bad.
that's like clearly the
£1.99.
pound. You said the
Okay,
euro? What the
let's
fuck?
look up let's see what's worth more. Pound to euro.
Is it not
conversion.
synonymous? No.
What's your currency called? You just have a dollar? Do you call it a dollar?
£1
Sam?
is $1.19
It's
in euro, so pound is better. Thank you for the pound.
It's
It's
New Zealand.
it's New Zealand dollar. NZD is what it stands for on the trading thing. New Zealand dollar.
I
think it's
100,000 of them is one
one-
regular American dollar.
No, it's not. It's 1 to 1. 1.6 equals 1 American dollar. 1.6. The
Ooh.
conversion of that. Things in New Zealand are incredibly expensive though compared to the rest of the world because we don't
Because it's an
manufacture a
island?
lot of our own stuff. Well, we don't manufacture a lot of our own things, and also even our own meat, we sell over 90% of it overseas to China, the States, other places, and then so the meat that does get left behind kind of gets sold at ridiculous pricing, you know. So it's a flawed
You
don't have
system.
all that
you guys
Lord of
ever
the
worry
Rings
about
tourism?
North Korea?
Like invading us, we have.
Nah,
I
just
think we
to be over there. I mean, you're a lot closer than us. I didn't know if that's because we think about North Korea every day. I didn't know if you guys ever think about them.
We don't think about it.
I hope you're
Every
being
day I
sarcastic.
wake up.
New
and
Zealand's
I
not close
pray,
to anywhere.
I pray to God that Kim Jong Un tries us.
That's a weird prayer.
I pray every day that he tries our military.
Boy, you're going to find out.
I think
Those
a war
were
would make stocks go back up again, but probably not life expectancy. But
Ours went up.
yeah.
Our stock market's doing great.
Yeah, we paused the tariffs. Skyrocketed. Artem, Betsam, did you know that premium is tariff free?
I assume
No
so.
tariffs. Yeah, no tariffs.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like an online entity, right? Like it's always separate. The
Hey,
tariffs isn't all.
dickhead, that was your chance to push your promo code.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. I made enough money this month. Let's talk about the matchup though that I was trying to get to you guys there, which was Andreas Gustafsson has a new opponent. I don't know if either of you guys have seen. It is Trevan Giles. I wanted to get your take on that.
Trevan Giles.
Trevan Giles on short notice.
I
yeah,
did
Trevan
not
Giles
see that
stepping in.
announcement.
I assume Trevan Giles will be the favorite, but I wanted to get your guys' take on that.
No, Trevan Giles will not be the favorite. Let's see if Bet Online has it already.
They do not.
When did you check?
12 minutes ago.
Ooh. They don't. The what's crazy is they already have round lines up and same game parlays up for that that fight card already. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Trevan Giles will be the favorite. Or if he opens as a favorite, he won't close as the favorite. Trevan Giles is like, he's a full-time cop, which is like great, good for him. You need the pension. Like, not having a full-time job at that level in the UFC is dumb. So he should have a full-time job. But Trevan Giles just has a phenomenal jab, and he's pretty athletic. That's it. That's it. And
So
after,
you would favor Gus to win.
Probably.
Gus
I thought
Gustafsson,
the Wells fight was more dangerous because Wells is more. Trevan Giles is not dangerous at all. He's just got a great jab and he's athletic.
I thought the
Wells
frame
is
of Wells
dangerous.
was going to get him. Was gonna get Wells cut.
DiVincenzo!
I thought Wells was going to because of his height and stuff. I thought he was going to get elbowed to pieces along the fence by Gustafsson. So I was all over in there. He was going to be my slam of the week. Now that matchup's off. I've been on hold to see who they gave Gustafsson to see if there was a matchup. You know, aside because we've still got a full week. I was like, we'll see. Maybe potentially there's a side there that I like.
You as slam of the week.
Have you watched his fights? That dude is a legitimate demon. Like, I'm not saying he's like an amazing skill set, but if you go watch his tape,
Who did he fight in the
absolute
Contender
savage.
Series?
He fought Pat Pitlick, I think is a Canadian guy.
He's the
He
guy with
shit
the
out.
wild
Supposed to
tattoos
fight-
on his back, right?
Gustafsson is the guys with the wild tattoos on his back. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's got the Swedish kind of like Viking runic shit going on.
Yeah. He was supposed to fight in the UFC like 3 months ago and that dropped. So now he's
Because he had a neck injury. Yeah.
he's all healed up.
Watch his fight with Tony Lampinen if you're ever bored, because it is one of the most bloody showings of somebody just simply not giving a fuck ever. I compare it to, obviously no name value, but like the likes of a Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald too. It's an absolute
They
bloodbath.
just got
And
after it.
the
Sam, have
commentator
you
said
seen
it was
the,
the bloodiest fight.
Have you
of
seen
Swedish history.
the Chandler Eddie Alvarez fights in Bellator?
Only highlights. I've not sat down.
Oh
and watched
my
them
god!
in
You
full.
please fucking watch
Those
those.
are unbelievable fights. Yeah.
They're
All
good?
of them.
Oh
all
my
of them.
god,
watch
dude!
Every single one of them
I'll
was
watch them.
great.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're the best fights I've ever seen.
Yeah. They are
If
unbelievable.
you watch, you could even just watch the round where Tony Lampton gets finished though. Gustafsson has his nose broken, bleeding all down his face, and he literally just keeps smiling, then walking down.
Oh
like
yeah,
an
that
absolute
fucking
savage.
Pitlick guy was like just an old fucking kickboxer, wasn't he? That Gustafsson just kind of mauled.
He mauled him. He definitely.
Yeah,
mauled him.
because he like literally he was having success at range, and Gustafsson would just blitz him, and he literally couldn't get off the fence. Right?
He took the space away from him and crashed.
He
elbows
literally could not get off the fence. Like he spent the whole first round on the fence, and then started with range, landed a shot, and then got stuffed and was just stuck on the fence, and then he started just raining elbows. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Gustafsson.
No,
That
but
guy was
against
old
Wells,
and
I think
sucks.
against Wells it was like I was pretty high on that matchup in specific, but if Gus is somehow an underdog when this line drops, I'll hammer it on as an underdog. As a favorite, I'll consider
He'll be an underdog. Yeah, Trevan will be a favorit.
I
You
hope
think
so
so?
because
Yeah,
yeah,
he'll be a
think about
favorite.
the wins that Trevan Giles has, Angelo. He's got a win over
he didn't beat
what's his name?
Roman Dolidze.
But most people when they're gambling, they just look back and there's a win over here. He's got that win. He's got the win over Brendan Allen. He's got the win over.
Dude, he's lost 4 of his last 5.
He's lost to
but
Dricus Duplessis,
gotta-
Michael Morales, Gabriel
6 of his
Bonfim,
last
Carlos
8.
Prates, and Mike Malott. And most
That's a
of
good
those were
fighters.
decisions.
gotta
Actually,
look-
one was a decision.
You got to look at it from like
He
the
lost to
casual
Mike
gambler's
Malott
mindset,
twice,
you know?
which is great.
One was
Like, do you know how many people I talked to that were like lost so much money on Gilbert Burns? The casual
He
gambler,
has
not people
no
like
good
myself and you.
wins. So you
Yeah.
just listed all his losses. He has no good wins.
James Krause, Roman Dolidze,
the felon James
Luis
Krause.
Koske, Preston Parsons, a fucking monster. He beat Ryan Spann, Ike Villanueva,
And actually, the Preston Parsons fight, he was fighting for his life.
Tony
in that, too.
Ferguson. Oh, Terrence Ferguson.
Yeah. All right.
It is a crazy resume. Like with up and down the weight
He
classes.
has
you know what I
fought
mean?
some fucking great people.
He's fought
Jesus Christ.
everybody good, but like, all right, we got a $5 Canadian.
And he was
super
smoking
chat
Prates.
from Brad Hunold. Lots of solid favorites that I like on 316, but at least one of them is bound to lose. What underdogs do you think you have a good chance? Much
Ooh,
love.
let's pull this up.
I got to pull it up. Thank you, Brad. Let me pull this up.
That bet is not looking good, by the way, Jacob. The Minnesota Timberwolves plus. They need to really.
Yeah, it's
haul ass
really.
here.
What was you had 212, 202? What'd you have?
216.
216.
It's going to be dicey. Yeah, it's going
It's
to be
gonna be
dicey.
close. Yeah, you gotta hope they can keep it somewhat close for sure.
You know, I had multiple overs on the Pacers game, and I was like, "Oh, it's going to be close." And the Pacers just lit that shit up, and like, because they were behind quite a bit, I was like, "They need to make this competitive." Then when it went to overtime, I was like, "Fucking is what it is, brother. Easy money."
OT throwers for sure.
This seems like a favorite heavy card. If we start at the top, I don't think Sean O'Malley's beating Merab. I don't think Juliana's beating Kayla.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you
think-
right now, rewatch that fight, and people were arguing with me. There
Who's
is an
close?
argument that Sean won that fight.
Sean O'Malley lock of the week. Looking forward to it. Kelvin Gastelum's not beating Joe Pyfer.
I'll make Juliana Pena my lock of the week. I don't give a fuck. Kayla fucking is terrible, and Juliana can just survive and then just fucking dog that shit out. That's all she ever does. And if there's one girl that all you have to do is just survive early, it's gonna be against fucking Kayla, who's like, I can't make this weight cut more than like
Giant
one more
ass kid.
time.
She is
like she's going to. Juliana will not get finished. She's gonna make her work, and once that shit stops working, Juliana Pena is gonna do what she does, and that just fucking be crazy, dirty boxing, get on top of you, and fucking do what she did to fucking Nunes, basically. So I can't believe that Kayla is such a big favorite. You think that Kayla's gonna come in and just steamroll and finish Juliana on the ground
I don't think
No.
she's going to finish her. I think she just takes her down and holds her there the whole time.
for 5 rounds? There's no way.
She only needs to do it for 3.
Yeah, there's no way she can do it for 2. And I mean, Juliana is basically what like Bilal or JDM on the ground. Like, yeah, she will settle a little bit like on her back, but she's gonna fuck. You're not just gonna lay on Juliana Pena. She's gonna constantly be doing something because I think Juliana Pena is fucking terrible, but she's tough as shit and she is not a fucking quitter. She is going to keep fucking moving and making Kayla work. Kayla's gonna fucking gas and lose.
I don't think Kelvin's
Did you think Pena
beating
won
Joe.
against Pennington?
No, I had Rocky, and I was very surprised.
Pennington won that fight.
We're all in agreement.
That was a
there.
bad decision.
Yeah, Juliana sucks, but she is not a fucking pussy. And sometimes that's all it takes, especially against someone like Kayla.
I don't
Yeah.
know who the favorite is between Patchy Mix and Mario Batista.
It's Patchy Mix. Patchy Mix 2-1 favorite. Batista
Then
plus
maybe
160.
Mario can pull something off there. Bruno Silva, Josh Van. I don't see Bruno Silva winning that fight.
It's a bit wide though.
Beating,
It is wide.
Ariana Bibsey's not beating Kong Wang. Sergey Spivak's not beating Waldo Acosta. Ju Sang Yu versus Jekka. At this point, Jekka's not who they think he is. Chaos and Uros, I have no idea. Mirzakhanov versus Brinson Ribeiro. Mirzakhanov should win. It's a pretty favorite heavy card. Looks like Jacob's the only one that's.
Hey, Brinson Ribeiro coming off breaking the safety parlay though. I mean, the Brinson Ribeiro is putting it together. 4-1 underdog there. Azamat Bakunov's 36 years old.
Yeah, but that was
That's
against a
consideration.
fraud UFC debut.
Azamat Mirzakhanov is one of the smaller people in that division. Brinson Ribeiro still has the size and the athleticism there to contend. I would take him at that price.
Yeah, I just.
Is that a bet on value or a bet you think he's going to win?
Yeah.
It's a bit on. The guy said on live underdogs. I would say he is a live underdog for that pricing. Yeah. My two that I would pick would be Jekka Sergey, because this Zhu Sang Yu, he has beaten nobody of high level competition. Only 8 fights in his career. As we saw with Bo Nickel, the amount of fights do matter. And then also I would go Vicente Luque against.
The
Kevin
craziest stat, speaking of that, is
Kevin's the favorite.
Kevin's favorite. Yeah.
Oh.
Is Buckley has more MMA fights than Usman, which is pretty crazy if you think about it.
He's active. He's super active. Buckley made me more money than anyone else.
Yeah, but
last year,
it just feels like Usman's, but was like a pretty seemingly active champion. It feels like just been around forever and had that win streak and all that stuff. So to have Buckley, who's like, 6-7 years younger than him, have more fights just seems. I saw that and I was like, oh shit, that's an interesting stat.
I think Usman's only had 2 fights in the past 3 years or something crazy. It was
but he was a champ for so long.
Yeah. But yeah, Usman's been pretty inactive. Listen, I'm going to shut this down in a few minutes because I got to pee real bad and it's getting late here. Bet Sam and Jacob.
Oh my God, he's going to tell us that he's got cancer.
I did that video. It's AIDS. I did that video of the best fighter to never win a belt. Who would you pick for that? Jacob first.
Sam first. I don't know.
Sam first.
It's got to be either Dustin Poirier or it's got to be Dustin Poirier. He's the one that comes to my mind. Yeah.
I mean, he had the interim belt, but yeah.
If you're looking for unified belts, I would say Poirier.
No, I am but not Tom Aspinall.
Well, Tom Aspinall, in my eyes, is the UFC heavyweight champion.
Come on. I mean, what kind of fucking weird loopholes that?
It's an interim title. What are we talking about?
No, but I mean,
everyone considers him the champion.
It's different. It's different when you have a champion that you're going to fight them in 2 to 6 months. I feel like they've been kicking this down the can. To me, it feels like for years he should have fought for this.
He defended an interim belt, which is a crazy thing to do.
It seems so absurd that you've got fighters that have a legit injury, like a shoulder injury or something, and they relinquish it. 2 weeks after they go, I'm going to relinquish the belt. Let the people continue. Jamal Hill and Yuri, I think, both relinquished their belts, right? And then you've got Jon Jones, who just let me just fuck around and wait, drive around the world and tell people I'm not fighting anyway, not promote myself in any kind of way. I think it is like it's.
I mean, giving up your belt is like an honorable thing, and people but it's fucking retarded. I'm not giving up a belt until they take it from me.
Yeah,
I want to remain the champ. Are you kidding me?
I think they have absolute reasonable grounds to relinquish him at this point. Get active.
Yeah, of course they do. But if if I was the champion, I'd be Jon Jones. You're saying that I can be the champ and just keep being the champ? Okay, I'll fucking just keep doing that.
Also, I get active or fuck off, but he has fought in the last year.
No, he didn't. He went out there and had an exhibition fight against a retired fighter. That's
he fought.
A retarded fighter.
Retired, not retarded.
Retarded fighter.
He might.
Hey, what color are your fire trucks?
Red.
In my hometown, growing up, they were green.
There's a lot of yellow. So we do yellow.
No, fire trucks are red. Police cars they got blue and yellow.
You got cars or SUVs?
For police?
Yeah.
We have both. The modern ones now are all Scooters, I think. I think they've switched to Scooters. I don't know why.
Are you saying scooter with an accent?
Skoda, Skoda, the maker of car. Yeah.
Yeah, we know what the fuck that is.
Fun story. I got pulled over one day by because I was texting and driving, but
You were probably driving on the wrong side of the road.
I wasn't. But I was also eating McDonald's with my wife in the passenger seat, and this guy pulled me over on a I guess a police scooter, and he pulled over, and I was like, yeah, give me a second, like kind of just finishing my mouthful, putting it down, and he was like, I need you to blow into this for me, and it was a fail. And I was like, I haven't been drinking. I was like, it's just a McDonald's. He looked at me, dead serious, he was like, I'm going to need you to step out of the vehicle and blow on this again. And I was like, fuck. And it was just because I had some burger in my mouth that failed the first time.
Did he play with your hair when he did it?
No. No, he did not.
I mean, the McDonald's pickle is full of alcohol?
No, I think because there was probably freaking like food particles or something that it caused it to fail. Because I was like literally just finished chewing my food and he rocks up the window. I'm like, straight away.
Yeah, I think if you don't do it right, it fails it. Like if you don't have enough airflow.
That's why I say put pennies in your mouth, right? Isn't that the trick?
Oh, grow up, Angelo. None of that bullshit works.
But by the way, Jacob, your story about getting punched in the face, I had a very similar situation. Except
Side of the head. I slipped it halfway.
They had a much less happy ending because I told the person to fuck off and actually crashed my car and rode it off. So that's a very happy ending for you. Not so happy if it goes the other way.
I promise. I told him, because obviously we've talked about the story a lot of times, but I always told him, I was like, I wasn't going to drive, dude. No, I was fucking. I really was not going to drive. Although Taco Bell did sound very good. The more I was like halfway convincing myself, like, yeah, I think I probably could go to Taco Bell. But
dude,
literally, it's like only 45 minutes one way in Indiana at some places for Taco Bell. So
that's how my in-laws live. They've got one food place in that little ass town, and there's like if they want food late at night, it's like good luck.
Is Taco Bell the same in America? Because I've had it here in New Zealand, and obviously you guys haven't eaten it here, but what I mean is that we not eat it here. It's not very like
and when they import the meat for the U.S. locations, they stuff it full of antibiotics. Do you know what that impression is, Sam?
No. Is it supposed to be Crayons? Is it?
No, it's RFK. That's our new.
I thought you were. I actually thought you were mocking the shit out of Crayons, and I kind of felt bad for him.
Why?
I thought that's what you were.
Shaker talk like that?
Yeah, he didn't talk like that.
Well, Crayons talks softly spoken, and I thought you were just adding in a stutter.
That wasn't soft. He was twitching.
RFK. You've never heard RFK talk?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I don't watch the television. I don't watch news or anything like that.
You don't watch telly? Okay.
Well, no, I used to watch news for. Listen, I'll tell you why I stopped watching news. When I was a teenager.
Oh, it's just a fucking nice. Not even hear him talk.
Something that might
What?
There you go. Hold on.
Opinions about vaccines are irrelevant. I have directed Jay Bhattacharya.
That was pretty good, Jacob. Yeah, that
So
was
you can
pretty
hear him.
solid.
You can hear
You nailed that impression. That guy's voice is crazy. But I started watching the news when I was
He had
19.
brain worms, Sam.
You know John F. Kennedy, Sam? Have you heard that name before? Do you know
Yes,
our presidents?
JFK.
Yeah,
I know a bunch
What
of
is
them, 'cause
Robert,
my
his nephew?
I think so.
Robert Kennedy?
Probably. Yeah, that's RFK. That's his name. That's the guy I'm impersonating. I think it's
okay.
My great uncle, John F. Kennedy.
I know the older presidents because my grandfather used to tell me that when I was
I think
little,
his
but,
grandfather
nephew.
was his grandfather was obviously his brother. I think. What was his brother's name?
The government killed his whole family.
Whoa.
That's his thing. He says it. Like he did some interview and they're like, didn't the government kill your whole family? He's like, they did. I think that was with like Theo Vaughn or something. All right, listen, I got to pee bad and it's 10 o'clock at night. You were saying something, Sam? Wrap it up.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up. Yeah, so the reason I started watching news is when I was 19, I did used to watch the news and I used to stay informed and all the rest of it. But it's just so negative, man. And it used to bring me down, like listening every day.
Negativity sells, man. Just look at MMA YouTube.
Yeah, but it's so sad. Like, today 2,000 people died in a tsunami, and then they'll show one clip and it'll be like, this 87-year-old man had his birthday in the park, and they'll show that. It's like, what the fuck does this make up for all the rest of the shit you just told me right before I ate my dinner? And so I just made a sort of thing to tell myself that
flop merchant shy, just fucking laying on the ground.
If the news is big enough, it'll make it to me. If it's not, I don't need to worry about it. That's basically how I live my life.
I don't think that's crazy. Listen, everybody, thanks for watching. We flexed up to about.
Damn, this guy's about to fucking explode. He's got to pee so bad. Sorry, Sam.
That is quite literally what's happening. We've been on for 2 hours.
You do pee a lot, yeah.
Well, I drank a lot.
Yeah. I drink. When I do the fight conventions, I drink like maybe 3.5, 4 liters. I only piss twice.
How many liters are? Hold on.
In gallons? Do you want me to calculate the gallons or no?
Ounces. I need ounces.
Oh yeah. Okay. 3.5 liters to ounces is 118 ounces.
It's fucking 10 beers. You're not drinking 10 beers on a fight companion.
I drink two of these, which is 1.5 liters, and then I'll have a coffee and I'll have something else as well, like some electrolytes every time.
Dude, I'm drinking alcohol.
Anyway,
man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we appreciate you hanging out, every last one of you. Thank you. Bet Sam, thanks for coming back. I'm hoping your day took a turn for the better, Sam.
Make sure you avoid processed foods.
We'll see if I hit this over. That'll dictate the next proceedings of my day. Anyway,
There we go.
to everybody that's watching, thank you all for tuning in. It has been a pleasure to come on and join Angelo and Jacob once again.
And I just want to say as well, we've got the big Pacers game coming up tomorrow night. Game 2, Madison Square Garden, right? And I've been telling you guys that the Pacers are really going to dominate this Eastern Conference. And tomorrow night, I do believe that, you know, the Knicks might come out. It's a must-win for the Knicks. I think we all agree with that, right? They're probably going to come out hot. They're probably going to come out fast. But what the Pacers aren't going to do, and what they've shown time and time again, is that they're not going to panic, right? They're going to hang around. They're going to be
I gotta be so fucking bad. Goodbye. Thank you for joining. This can't be real, dude. I gotta be so fucking bad. Thank you all very much.